Down the expressway, 80 mph. I can make out headlights, taillights, frosted shapes. But down by the dash is the clearing where both blades do scrape. I can see fine if I lay on the passenger seat. My wiper, wiper, wiper blade. My wiper, wiper, wiper blade. My wiper, wiper, wiper blade. I wish that I'd replace my wiper blade. New verse. Summer's here with depressed bugs and flies, all committing windshield suicide. In smears of green and yellow gizzard goo, only Brillo wiper blades would do. My wiper, wiper, wiper blade. My wiper, wiper, wiper blade. My wiper, wiper, wiper blade. I wish that I'd replace my wiper blade one more time. My wiper, wiper, wiper blade. My wiper, wiper, wiper. One time on delay. Here we go. My wiper. Wiper. Wiper blade. I wish that I'd replace my wiper blade.
Well. Here we are. Hello. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Monday, September 28th, 2020. The year that just won't end. What's up, boy? What's going on over there?
I am bowing down to the master.
Give it to me. Tell me about it.
Tell me about it. Vast space that we call the Air Studio, only to see the king, the prognosticator, the man who made it rain for so many over the weekend. That's right. 5 for 5.
Are you serious?
5-0 this week. Was it 4-0 last week?
4-0 last week.
9-0 the last 2
The heat
weeks.
is on, ladies and gentlemen.
By the way, on a related note, I'll be starting my own betting site. Now, if you're in any of the 50 contiguous states, you might want to call 1. That's not true at all. But, 5-0. Thanks to the Packers. Thanks to the Seahawks.
Very good.
Yanking her out the end. Yes, sir. Nothing could go wrong now. Hello.
Now, let's see. We're, as they would say in the world of hockey, skating at full strength. We actually have a good hockey story coming up. And the man who predicted Tampa Bay quite a couple months plus ago is sitting right there. He's back. Josh Arnold is back from his cabin in the woods, from his vacation. It's good to see you, Josh. We'll find out. I want to find out about that. I haven't had a chance to speak with you yet. Christy Lee.
I haven't given you the chance.
Well, Tampa Bay hasn't won it yet. They're up 3-2.
I know. I'm just saying.
Don't count.
Speaking of prognosticators.
Don't count your
Dallas out.
pucks before they've been pucked.
Christy Lee is, of course, right next to me at the Navy Federal Credit Union News desk.
Hi.
Willie G's over there. There's our engineer, Ace Cosby. And Pat Godwin is in the next room. Looking like it's his first day in court. Will the defendant please rise? What are you doing over there?
His glasses are just dirty enough to make him look confused.
Yeah.
I love it. I just love it.
But he looks like he's sitting at the kids' table. He's like,
I am.
Do you guys watch, you remember Bugs Bunny when he's actually the cartoonist and he puts Daffy Duck in the cartoon and he keeps changing stuff behind him and actually Bugs is drawing stuff in and Daffy yells, "Give me a close-up! Give me a close-up!"
That's very nice, Pat.
Yeah, we need Pat a little closer to the camera.
There we go.
Were you all like this last week?
Yes.
Last day.
Oh, you?
I don't know if I care for it.
You haven't said anything about my pet bird.
Oh,
Have you met Chippy?
I wasn't going to introduce Chippy.
Chick was lonely with
Chippy's very moody.
Chippy is just
that
like
right?
his owner.
Okay.
I got a pet. Get her. Stick her.
Oh, my gosh. The talons on that thing.
Chippy's very moody. Be careful.
Sick Christy.
I'm sorry, is that meat at the bottom of his cage?
Well, you got to keep him happy.
Don't call it. Excuse me. It's not a cage. It's a condo.
Don't use the word cage.
Chippy thinks it's
put the blanket back
fashionable
over it.
north side condo.
I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that my gigantic gaming chair is gone.
Yeah.
Yes.
I I assume for aesthetic reasons. But I would like to ask what office furniture graveyard you pulled this, quote, chair out of.
Now,
Didn't
if
you get a
recall,
new chair before you got the new chair?
that is our trick chair that goes all the way back. It makes you
Is that
feel
that
like
one?
you're falling
Yeah,
over.
I learned that earlier.
Yeah.
Trick chair.
And it has no arms,
Nope.
I think that's my guitar chair.
no armrests at all.
We have more in the other
Oh
room.
my God, Godwin's in the system. He's poisoning the studio now. That's
Yeah, that's my guitar
This building
chair.
is largely empty. There are several rooms that have
It's
dozens
half
of
broken.
chairs.
The last person to sit in this, I think, was John Panette.
Well, then the chair must
After he
be
passed away.
right at home.
Oh, gosh. Oh, look at this.
Oh, no.
Look at her.
No, that one we
No.
can't
No,
have
they
in
don't
here.
want that in
Can't
here.
have that in here.
Out with the
Why are you
computer.
helping, Mark?
Scorsese says we can't have that in here.
Mark just harpoed his way in here.
That was quite an entrance.
We'll find a better chair for
Okay,
you.
all right. Well, thank you.
Now, Pat, I understand that you've composed a song to welcome Josh back from his vacation.
Oh,
In the woods, Josh rented a cabin in North Carolina in a place full of bears and other
Flying
animals.
squirrels.
Flying squirrels.
yeah, I have footage of those.
Do you?
Oh, you got
Yeah.
some? Oh, there we go. Okay, well, we'll get the chair coming up in just a second. Let's get back to our song here. In honor of your vacation in the woods, you're back, obviously healthy, and
Yes.
we were concerned.
Nobody wraps it up like Tom.
We were concerned about the possibility of being eaten by a bear or attacked by a
Yeah.
snake or something.
Concerned, hoping.
Pat, give me some guitar there. Let me hear you.
Well, it's
Can you
not
turn-
up.
Can you turn the volume on?
It's up on my end.
Okay.
I can hear it.
Is that something over there, Ace?
It's just coming through the mic.
Yeah, I think it's coming down the mic. Yeah.
Okay, well,
wait?
why don't
Yeah.
we do the song later then? In the meantime, we have a couple things.
There was an incident at the compound over the weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
What
the
happened?
compound.
I'm at home,
Yeah.
enjoying the place where I live, and I play with my toys.
Uh-huh.
And me and the lady dogs are hanging out for bacon party Saturday. And I'm puttering. My favorite thing about the house, I love to putter. You know me, I'm a putterer.
Sure,
So
yeah.
I'm walking around.
Changing light bulbs.
Yep, doing stuff.
Shuffling your
trash
feet, your
cans,
slippers,
yep,
yeah.
Moving the welcome mat
going
around.
through every choice I've ever made in life, stuff like that.
Sure.
And I look up, and I have these honeycomb shades on my windows.
Uh-huh.
You know, they're
Yeah.
a little.
Yeah.
It looks like a honeycomb. There's little.
Check.
Right.
So I look up, and there's a dark circle about the size of a dime in the middle of one, and I go, "What the hell is that?"
Huh.
So I walk over, and it's one of those dinosaur bugs has crawled in to my honeycomb shades and made himself quite comfortable in the middle of my shades. So he's right in the middle of the shade. So you look in down the hole, you can see him. So I'm
Do you have a straw?
I'm blowing. No, I'm just trying to get my mouth
Directly?
over the hole and trying to blow him out.
You could have
Right.
sucked him in.
And then he starts. Then he's alive. And then I freak out. I react in a typical masculine way.
Sure.
And the dogs come over. Of course, they're interested. So I killed him. I never felt more alive. I killed him.
Oh, wow.
And then I started. I had to shake the shade to get the bug. Did anybody else ever have this problem?
No.
The bug died in the middle of the shades. There
Well,
was
the
no way
bug
to
was
get
killed in the middle of the
you
shade.
killed the
Yeah.
bug in the middle.
Oh yeah. I killed the bug in the middle of the
I
shade.
think murder is the word here.
Absolutely.
Man.
Yeah,
It's an
ruthless.
illegal killing.
Took me 45 minutes to get the bug out of the
Oh, my
honeycomb shade.
Are
He
you,
was
are
thinking-
you out of
What would you have used?
ear swab?
It was, the shade is like, I don't know. You know what? I live in a real home. I don't
With
have a
full-size
a
windows.
dollhouse, and the shade is like, I don't know, 3 feet wide.
What about canned air? Would that have helped?
That might have helped.
How big is this animal that you killed?
It's like the size of a dime, as I said. If you'd been listening,
Well, you called it a
instead of reading
dinosaur bug. I don't know what that means.
I know what
he
you
looks
mean.
like he looks like the back of a stegosaurus.
Yes,
That's how he's got
they come out this time of year in the fall, and you see them inside your house.
He's shaped like an asterisk.
Are these the ones that bite?
Okay.
No, they don't bite. They're just
No, they
ugly
don't.
looking.
I don't think they're biting. But there was no way for me to get a coat hanger, but who has coat hangers anymore made out of metal? So I'm just,
No
I
wire
do.
hangers.
This poor guy
45
thought he
minutes.
was in this beautiful sauna.
Yeah, he
Oh,
did.
Here I am.
The,
This is
the
so
sun
nice.
comes in that window
Yeah.
in the morning. He's,
this
got
is
his
You're
hand-
a monster.
got his bug hands laced.
It smelled the bacon. Thought I'm just going to sit here and enjoy the aroma.
Yeah. But it
monster.
creeped me out when you just go and look and you what the hell is that? There's a dime in the middle of my shade.
Glad you didn't get bitten.
Or pinched.
Yeah.
Could have swallowed it when you were blowing.
Yeah.
Well, you have to swallow it while you're blowing.
Did we get a
That means
guitar
you love
going there,
it.
Pat?
Yeah.
Nope. Okay,
No, sir.
All right.
Don't ever turn your head.
All right. Now, we have...
But everything turned out okay.
in sports, late breaking news. Last evening, one of the shoe-in picks...
I think maybe I'm off probation with the Green Bay Packers fans. You remember this,
really?
Tom? Seasons ago, I kept picking
do not
Green
touch
Bay.
the games. Don't
right.
pick them
Well, I
either.
had Green Bay last night plus the 3, and they went outright, beating New Orleans 37-30 last evening on
Wow.
Sunday Night Football because everyone's just waiting for Sunday night.
Waiting all day for Sunday night. I mean, all day long.
Carrie Underwood and the belt masquerading as a skirt that she's wearing. I think that's just that. Why doesn't someone censor that?
I'm sorry I missed it.
Goodness.
It's very nice.
Sounds delightful.
It looks lovely.
Playoffs are all set in Major League Baseball, and you're not going to like that. We got a couple losing teams in the playoffs there, Tom. You're not going to care for that too much. NBA Finals are set. Old LeBron versus new LeBron. We got the Miami Heat versus the Los Angeles Lakers. And your NBA Finals in the bubble. And you're going to hand it to the NBA. They really take it. Pandemic.
Oh, God. All I said was, well, we could get it on tape with you claiming that there'd be no sports repeatedly.
No complete seasons, and we ain't done yet, pal.
Day after
okay?
day, and I think you've got to hand it to the NBA. They were the first to stop the games and the first to really begin and do a great job. So
Stop the games. I want to get off.
in a way, I wish they hadn't had any games. That way we wouldn't have to endure these sportscasts. Coming up, comedians Brent Terhune and
Go get him!
Reno
Sick him!
Collier.
Sick him!
That thing's mad.
Oh, man, wait a minute.
Coming up, we have a news story about a guy who had just had it with the city. They wouldn't let him finish his shed.
They wouldn't.
Nope. So he's a carpenter, hadn't had a lot of experience with a chainsaw, but he said, I can do this. And he made a gigantic phallus circumcised with a sack in his front yard.
Okay.
We'll hear about that coming up.
Can't fight City Hall.
One of the cops said it wouldn't be a problem if it, quote, wasn't erect. I can't make this up, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up, hey, speaking of erections, this is the perfect way to get to this. Erectile dysfunction, you don't want to hear about it, you don't want to talk about it, but I can make it quick because if you've lost your mojo, maybe there's a possible solution that's just a few minutes away. What I'm talking about is the pharmaceutical distributor called Roman. Perhaps you don't want to go to your family doctor, have that embarrassing conversation. Well, with Roman, it's easy to talk about it because you're dealing with a healthcare professional online. And with Roman, you get a free online evaluation and ongoing care for ED. Like I said, it's from the comfort and privacy of your home. So you'll work with a healthcare professional if you are indeed a candidate for one of these pharmaceuticals. We've been hearing about these for years. You know what I'm talking about, the ones that they've had all the fancy commercials on TV. And what was the weirdest one? One of the guys was heaving a football through a swinging you know what I'm talking about. With Roman, you can find out if this is something that would work for you. And guess what? Free shipping on that first order. That's right. Roman will ship it to you with their famous free 2-day shipping. Josh, how much is the shipping?
It's free.
Thank you very much.
I remembered.
Boy, we missed him. ED, tough to tackle, but not anymore. With Roman, you get a complete online visit. You can do it right now. That online visit is also free. How much is the online visit, Josh?
It's free.
Oh, God.
Wow, well done, man. We missed that.
Through all of it.
I'm glad he remembered it.
Man,
I was doing the it's
so
free
good.
part
So
while you were
good
gone.
now.
I heard you were better than me, Christy.
I didn't want to tell him,
That's
Chris.
not correct.
That's okay.
Don't make him feel bad.
Incorrect.
Go to GetRoman.com/wood. Do it right now. If approved, you'll get $15 off your first order of ED treatment. Avoid the embarrassing conversation with your doc. GetRoman.com/wood. That's GetRoman.com/wood for that $15 off. Coming up, we have the Chick McGee sweep in the world of his shoe-in picks.
Continue to brag about it for no reason. That's right.
And we'll hear from his pet bird, Chippy. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning on a Monday. I'm Mark Allison. It's the 28th of September, 2020, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Thanks so much for joining us today. On the way this morning, that's right, Brett Terhune, Coney Danza on the way. Recently named one of the top 10 rising comedians in the United States of America by a very popular magazine, Variety perhaps. Brett Terhune on the way, as well as Reno Collier on a Monday, and Josh Arnold back in the sidekick chair. Skating at full strength here on a Monday. Bob and Tom returns in a moment.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Taylor Swift has beat Whitney Houston as the woman with the most cumulative weeks at number 1 on the Billboard 200 album chart. Swift's Folklore album returns to the top spot this week after moving another 84,000 units. That gives her 47 cumulative weeks in the number 1 slot, beating Houston's 46. The act with the most cumulative weeks at number 1 would be the Beatles with 132. Elvis has the most for a male act and for a solo act with 67. Carrie Underwood will look on her My Gift album, not only as her holiday album, but her pandemic album. She says her writing sessions with collaborators on Zoom were tough because if there was even a half-second delay, it was difficult to sing along with anything. Her duet with John Legend on a song called Hallelujah was all done via email. My Gift is out now. And a film about singer Shane MacGowan of the Pogues is won a prize at Spain's San Sebastian International Film Festival. The documentary Crock of Gold, A Few Rounds with Shane MacGowan, took the special jury prize. Johnny Depp, who's been friends with MacGowan for decades, produced the film. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
My dad did not give me the talk about the birds and the bees. But no, I think my older brother kind of took care of that job for me.
Gotcha.
Did anyone else think it was, urine? I always thought you
I did when I,
yeah, you peed inside the girl. That's what I thought.
Why don't we move on?
I did.
I think we all yes. Everybody did. Ace did. I did.
Sure, yeah. I thought you did your
This is not really helping.
What the hell's this stuff?
This is great shit.
What the hell is this stuff?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
A happy song. It's a world of buns. It's a world of boobs. It's a world of firm, perfect babes and dudes. It's for you. It's for me. It's on cable TV. It's a porn world after all. They show breasts now in almost all the flicks, but the women are mad because they don't show men. From the day you are born, you're bombarded with porn. It's a porn world after all. Everybody, it's a porn world after all. It's a porn world after all. It's a porn world after all. It's a porn world. There's a lot of strange ways to make a buck, but those porno stars, they get paid too much. They would sit on the face of the whole human race. It's a porn world after all.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Boy, better get up, get some exercise.
A tradition unlike any other.
Oh, gosh.
The Masturbators. This weekend on CBS.
When grandfather dies, life will be strange. When grandfather dies, my whole world will change. When grandfather dies, I'll scream and I'll yell, 'cause I'll be rich as hell.
And then I figured I didn't need to write anymore.
Jimmy Schubert is our guest.
I'll tell you, something happened to me the other day. I was in this diner getting breakfast, and I'm looking at the menu, and I get a stick on the menu called a protein scramble, and I'm looking at it, and basically it's an egg omelet with chicken meat in it. Which is wrong. I mean, you don't take the eggs out of the chicken and then cook the chicken and put it in the eggs. Okay, that's too much chicken. I don't know who's back there cooking, some kind of poultry serial killer, some barnyard strangler. That's an omelet that spans 2 generations.
That's wrong.
That's not breakfast, that's a vendetta. You know, that's like taking your hamburger and dipping it into your milk. You don't do it. It's not kosher. You got to separate some things, you know what I mean?
From Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. She gave a sign for the bedroom, and then next
6:20 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee has the forecast.
I do. Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by the CarX Man. Cloudy, rainy today, high 67. Partly cloudy tonight, down to 47. And then more sunshine than clouds tomorrow with a high of 64. It's currently 62 degrees.
Got some letters here referencing the Chick McGee sports picks. Congratulations to the Colts for a great game, a big win. Also, I want to remind you, we've got beer, booze, and wings coming up. It'll be October 10th at the beautiful Rathskeller. Details in just a few minutes. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Once again, skating at full strength. Josh Arnold has returned from his adventures in the forest. We're going to find out about those momentarily.
You didn't shave while you were gone.
No, sure didn't.
No.
Mountain, baby.
He had a beard when he left.
Virtually no different.
Christy hasn't sat this close to me.
Yeah, I haven't seen him.
Okay, sorry.
It's in the back of his head
There's
for
Christy.
6 months.
There's Chick, Ace. Testing. Willie G's right next to me. This is Tom speaking. And in the ancillary suite, we have Mr. Pat Godwin. Pat, you get your guitar going.
I think we solved it. Yeah.
Okay, give me a strum on that.
All righty.
That is very nice.
Oh my goodness.
There we go.
Okay, now with Josh back from his trip to the woods, in the woods full of tigers. Or wait a minute.
Tigers.
They did say to be on the lookout for bobcats.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there were the bears and flying squirrels. And,
bobcats.
Are you ready with your song?
Yeah. Welcome back. You were camping in the woods all alone. Welcome back to your seat on the Bob and Tom Show. Did you leave your cabin all nice and clean? Or does the ceiling now have a gooey sheen? You saw bears and foxes. And left behind pizza boxes. Yeah, we're all getting fat. Won't you please do a scat? Welcome back. Come on. Come on, Josh. One more time. Oh, we missed you.
Very good. Thank you, Pat.
We did miss you.
I'd rather be here with you folks than with the finest people in the world.
Okay.
Thank
you.
And you've had great mornings. This isn't one.
Okay, so I can't stand it any longer. Before we get to the sports here, so you had a cabin in the woods in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Now, how far off the beaten path are we now?
I mean, I was 4,000 feet up, and it was a long, windy gravel road to the top. A lot of switchbacks.
And the place had electricity and water.
It did, yeah. Internet? It was all, electricity, gas heat, which made me nervous.
Propane or?
Yeah.
Wow.
Where I had to light pilot lights and then
good Lord,
turn things on and just cross my fingers.
But didn't blow up?
Yeah.
So what happened?
Yeah.
You didn't blow up, did you?
No.
Okay,
I spent most of my time on the deck there.
How was that hot
overlooking
tub?
the mountains. Hot tub overlook was incredible. I got in that every day.
Did you have a neighbor?
No, I mean the nearest neighbor was a decent walk, so I didn't see that.
So I'm assuming that you didn't do that. I mean,
I did a lot of walking.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
I guess.
And I learned a lot about hiking.
Guess what he managed to. Guess what he managed to fit in last week, even though you weren't here. So fast. That's exactly right. Yeah, you weren't even here, and he played it.
Yeah, he was pretty loose.
One of the fattest things.
Just once, it was a request.
Okay. Well, if a fat thing did occur,
a fat thing occurred.
What happened?
I was reading quietly on the deck. It was you could hear everything for miles.
Lady Chatterley's lover?
No, actually, Cold Mountain, the great Charles Fraser Civil War saga. Yeah,
certainly. Who wins that?
Diary of a Wimp Kid.
Don't spoil it for me.
Spoiler alert.
And I was sitting the rocking chair that I was sitting in.
You were sitting in a rocking chair?
Yes, I was. Yeah.
No! You're living the dream.
It broke.
Was it a backswing that took it out, or
the sad part was no movement at all. I was not rocking.
It just went.
It went on the third day.
It's like looking at those glaciers, and all of a sudden they just go down.
Yeah, and you could hear everything out there. So I imagined that somewhere 2 miles down the mountain, a man was maybe chopping wood or working on his car, and he just heard, snap. Jesus! Because that's what happened.
Well, now obviously that wasn't your rocking chair. Have you made arrangements to pay for it?
Get your deposit back?
No, I
chopped it up and burned it that night.
For the rest of the week, I had it sitting off to the side, and then the day I left, I sort of put it back together.
There you go.
So that it looked as though we're still in town.
That's what the previous guy did, which is why it almost took you out.
Excellent call.
Perhaps maybe a phone call to the rental agency. But so did you have?
Don't squeal on yourself.
Now, so you've got this deck overlooking the mountains.
Yeah.
And is this where you see the flying squirrels?
Yeah, they come out at night, right at sundown, and they glide down to the bird feeder, and they skitter around, and then they fly off.
Don't they howl at night, keeping you awake?
Oh, they chirp. They chirp.
Yeah, they chirp.
Yeah.
But they can only go down, right? They can't fly up.
But true. But they kind of look like they did, but they were just they can climb like the Dickens. I mean,
so they climb up and fly down.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like
they don't have any sort of propulsion.
Well, he said they fly up.
Do they have wings?
No, they have just flaps of skin.
Yeah, real hideous.
It's like a glider thing. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, like a sugar glider?
Yeah.
It looks like a guy who's lost a lot of weight and hasn't had the skin.
Right. Yeah. They can
extra skin, sure.
Skydive without a parachute kind of thing.
Yeah.
Now, what about bears? Because I know you said there were disposal of garbage protocols so you don't get attacked.
Yeah, in fact, this cabin said, because it was so off the beaten path, they went, don't even put your garbage outside. You have to take it. You have to take a half an hour drive to this garbage disposal place.
Oh my!
Wow.
And I really wanted to see bears. I did everything I could. I had steaks laid out on the deck and salmon fillets thrown on them. But nothing ever.
No bears, huh?
No. I was actually pretty.
Did DoorDash or Grubhub? Did they make it?
I did see a UPS truck up there when I did have to drive up there at one point. So. Yeah.
So you take supplies?
Did you take food and stuff?
Yeah, I just stocked up before I went up to the top of the mountain.
Oh, so you didn't have to come back down.
But I did go back down a couple times to go to some hiking trails and see some waterfalls. And,
nice.
Yeah, good stuff.
Was the toilet facility in the building, or did you have to go
It
out?
was, yeah. It was very nice.
It wasn't an outhouse.
Yeah.
It's perfectly possible. It's in the middle of nowhere. There's no sewage.
Right. It was. They were on a septic. Yeah.
Only you would. Someone goes on a beautiful mountain vacation. Only you. What were the toilet facilities like? Only you would ask that.
Yeah, it's very comfortable. But real old, real rustic, and
sounds wonderful.
Yeah, these flying squirrels.
Yeah.
You're sure they weren't bats?
You're not sure. He's not sure.
Well, I thought they were flying squirrels, and then I was...
Because remember, you're the guy that thought those things in your gutter were fish.
Well, I didn't know if they were. They sure look like fish.
Are they going to get visitors saying flying squirrels or bats?
Are they bats?
And bats are essentially flying squirrels, right?
Yeah, I think so. There's not much difference between a bat and a flying squirrel.
I only got bit 3 times. It was no, they were flying squirrels. I couldn't believe it.
You're Batman.
The first time a flying squirrel flew down and landed on the bird, I lost my mind.
Oh, I bet.
They're weird. They're cool.
Is the bird feeder right there on the deck?
Yeah. Oh, I saw many birds.
Many.
Yeah, so
many birds.
And it was on the 4th or 5th day when I was talking to them that I went, I probably need to go home.
Did you have cell phone service?
Barely. There was some Wi-Fi, but that was fine. I wanted to be unplugged anyway. I didn't get on Instagram. I didn't get on anything. So they did have a TV. I did watch a Law and Order or 2.
Oh, there you go.
But that was while I was cooking.
Well, you can't help but do that.
Yeah.
Law and Order.
What are you going to do?
You got to do that.
What was your best meal of the week? What'd you cook?
Oh, boy. The best was it rained. It was a real rainy, smoky day that Thursday. And I made beef stew and Dinty Moore, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
So by made, you mean you opened it?
I warmed beef stew.
The workhorse of the...
But why would you go to all that trouble when Dinty Moore makes a fine product?
Exactly. I'm not going to lug all that stuff up to the top of a mountain with my crock pot.
With you on that.
Carrots imported from Peru.
And I made a peanut butter and jelly, and I sat in front of the fire. I made a fire in the fireplace. That was the best meal I had.
You had at yourself. I thought I'd ask before Tom did.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I wrote down some mean things he said about you.
Oh, good.
There was just some sort of, he was kind of setting the stage. Interior, enter cabin, drop bags, and masturbate is what he said.
Yeah, that's what he said. Right, go right at
Just
yourself.
right there, step one,
He
day
said
one.
that 2 or 3 times.
It's been a long drive. You finally get up there. You got to give yourself a little reward.
And then he played.
I don't know if these places have cameras and stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
do these Airbnbs and VRBOs?
Well, you'd think they would, since they don't get to. I mean, at some.
I think there are legal restrictions, but it doesn't
I would
mean
think
they
so
don't have
too. But again, I don't know. So I didn't get naked in the hot tub like I wanted to. I wore swimming trunks.
Oh, really?
Really?
Again, just because of the.
I wanted that for you, buddy. You know, I wanted you to have.
You know what I was really proud of? I didn't pee in the hot tub. Because they had this booklet that welcomes
How do you not do that?
And it says, please don't pee in the hot tub. It's
We've had trouble before.
Yeah, really, you have to empty the whole thing out and then fill it again and all this stuff. And I went, I didn't realize that.
Does it say pee or fancy language? Urinate?
It says go to the bathroom.
Go to the bathroom.
Go to the bathroom.
They
That's
wanted to
totally different.
Gives you a wide berth.
No deucing in the hot tub. That would be. I could see.
Well, yeah, I
could
could see why you have to empty the whole thing.
Sure.
So I sat in the hot tub until I had to pee, and then.
But you did wear a bathing suit because it would have been really great if you'd been in the hot tub naked and a bear sauntered up and you had. We have recovered
and the bear thought,
the disc jockey who was missing. He's being handed a blanket.
I don't have to pick those pesky clothes out of my teeth.
Yes, I did learn this about hiking.
What?
When you go down a trail, it's important to remember you have to go back up it.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Harder.
Very, very important.
Way harder.
Yeah.
Yep.
Take a canteen with you.
I didn't take anything. I was an idiot.
Are you serious?
I was just like, I don't need. I was like, I'm just going to go for a couple miles. It's not going to be a big. I don't need a bottle of water or anything. And half a mile in, I was like, I'm dead. What? I think this was into the wild.
The bears are going to find me.
Yeah.
Find a stream.
Oh my goodness.
Thankfully, I found an old deserted bus and I had some mushrooms. And
Yeah, it's all good.
Once again, Josh Arnold back here in the Bob and Tom program after his trip to North Carolina. And,
yeah, good times.
Well, good.
But I missed you all. I missed you very. I didn't laugh.
missed you.
I didn't laugh at all. That for like 4 or 5 days.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you take a comic novel or just the series?
I read I read a fair amount of Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Good Lord. Boy, oh boy.
When
That's
in
not a
nature,
vacation.
And yet you didn't
Walden
jump off the
ponded up,
balcony.
didn't you?
That would be Henry David Thoreau.
Whatever.
Walden, yeah.
You know what I mean.
I think you need to write a letter or email to the people that rented you the house and tell them that it was an amazing trip and you saw a bear, and by the way, the bear sat in the rocking chair and broke it.
Yeah. That chair just wasn't right.
Man,
that was not
and the other rocking chair's not as good. Dang it, it was perfect.
Okay, well, we do need to review last evening's NFL game, Chick McGee.
We'll get to that, but first we have an email for, it's for you. That's for you, buddy. Chippy, it's an email for you.
Yep. I've never seen a bird wear brass knuckles.
He's beautiful plumage, doesn't he?
That's a tough bird.
My name is Clayton Hickey. I am a father of 3 lovely ladies, and they love Chippy.
Oh.
Ava 7, EVA, she's 7, Abigail is 4, and Elizabeth is 1.
All right.
I'm sure you get asked this a lot, and I'm sure it may be a little annoying, but is there any way Chick and Chippy could casually just drop their names somewhere throughout your show today? No, we can't do that. I'm sorry. We certainly appreciate you writing there, Mr. Hickey.
Now, the shoe-in of the week, you mentioned that
12-7 on the season now, buddy.
Of the 4 games you picked, and you doubled your bet on 1. You got them all right.
Yep.
Boy.
Received this letter. Dear Mr. McGee, this comes to us from Mr. Fenella. He goes, while I'm pleased for your recent success with your football picks, I must ask you to return to your past performance.
Oh.
You see, over the past few years, I've made thousands of dollars betting the opposite of your picks. This new trend is financially devastating to me. Please begin to put the same effort into your picks that you have with your sportscasts.
That's what's so infuriating about me. Every now and then, it sounds like I know what I'm doing.
No.
And then,
what are you on the season now?
12-7.
Oh, Chick.
Yeah, robust, way over 5.
Huge 2 weeks.
Last 2 weeks undefeated.
Man.
Unbelievable.
Playoff matchups in Major League Baseball have been set, Tom. The expanded 16-team pandemic field filled out on the final day of the altered season. Brewers got a playoff spot despite a losing record. So did Houston. The St. Louis Cardinals advance with a win. The best of 3 wild card round begins tomorrow. 4 American League games and a marquee matchup. Shane Bieber of the Indians faces Garrett Cole of the Yankees. National League starts on Wednesday. Good luck if your team's in there. I have no idea.
Love some fall ball. don't you?
Wednesday, NBA Finals starting. The Miami Heat and the Los Angeles Lakers will start playing from the bubble in Orlando. And, of course, Mickey Mouse will be the referee. And Goofy...
Oh, well, this is unorthodox, isn't it?
Yeah, sort of a Space Jam situation they got going
I
on.
didn't mean to hit the clock.
Goof.
I guess it's overtime. NFL action. Let me start with Buffalo beating the Rams 35-32. And the Rams had this game won until one of those ghost pass interference calls. As time ran out of the game, they gave the Bills one more chance, and they score a touchdown. The Rams got so jobbed by the referee. And you know me, I'm not that guy. I don't complain about the refs. Get things done in the normal way. Don't depend on them to let them be able to tell the end of the game by the referee's call. Don't do it. But
well, you know me, there's no such thing as pass interference.
Yeah, that's what Josh says.
What is your official?
They should just be able to knock the guy out.
Yeah. If I didn't tackle him, he was going to catch the ball.
I see.
You make a good
That
point.
is your job, is it
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
The Cincinnati Bengals and the Eagles did not have a winner. So there you go.
What?
They played to a 23-23 tie. Pittsburgh. And by the way, if you watch the Bengals-Eagles game, just fill out your forms and you're available from FEMA. You get federal funding.
Was this soccer? No winner.
So there's no winner.
I know. I didn't think that was possible.
It's the new overtime rules,
They
right?
play,
How many?
One quarter, and then that's it.
That's it?
Mm-hmm. That's it. Pittsburgh, Tennessee, Chicago, Cleveland, Browns. Tom, your Brownies beat up on my Redskins, my Washington football team. New England over Vegas, 36-20. And if you recall, some were calling that the preview of the AFC Championship game. Yeah. New England, 36.
Cross-country flights.
Vegas, 20. Once again, pick up that book, Unreasonable Confidence by Ace Cosby. 49ers, Indianapolis, Carolina, Tampa Bay, Detroit, Seattle, and Green Bay also win. Coming up, we got world record and 911 mix-up concerning the sports world.
No.
Now, are you going to pick tonight's game?
No, I am not, and you're not talking me into it.
Who's playing tonight?
Chiefs and the Ravens is a big game, and it could go either way.
Yeah. What's the spread?
Chiefs getting 4.
So then it could, if it was were to go either way, it'd be a tough call.
Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes. Anything else you guys want to know?
Why is your hand shaking a little bit there? We're just talking about the Monday night game.
I'm not. No.
I mean, you're as hot as you are.
Maybe later.
Why are you
Can I take an hour?
Pet chippy.
And
you're screaming.
And shut up. And can I wallow in 5-0 for?
Okay.
9-0.
Oh, he doesn't like that. He doesn't like that check. I
said
can tell.
5. You
Yeah, but
sure
you're
are mouthy
9-0
today.
You are not. I'm being nice. You're 4, 5, 9.
Could we move on?
Naggy.
Thank you very much.
I'll just go home now.
Coming up, we have Christy Lee at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk with, we have cremated remains in the news. We have breast milk in the news.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's the new thing for bodybuilders.
That's right.
Have you ever tried it? We'll come back with that.
Okay.
You tasted. He has. Look at him.
He has.
He tasted breast milk.
Be right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the Bob and Tom Show on Facebook. Get the link at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 7 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time and saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
Hope you had a great weekend. I'm Mark Allison. Thanks so much for joining us here on Bob and Tom 24/7 on a Monday, September 28th, wrapping up September, looking into October, of course, Halloween around the corner, then Thanksgiving, then Christmas, then New Year's, and then 2021 will arrive. What will it bring us? Well, hopefully more of the Bob and Tom Show, and we'll have more of the Bob and Tom Show right after this.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. All the playoff matches in Major League Baseball have been set. The expanded 16-team field filled out on the final day of this pandemic-altered season. The Brewers have a playoff spot despite a losing record, and so does Houston. St. Louis Cardinals also advanced with a win. Best-of-3 wild-card round begins Tuesday. 4 American League games. In a marquee matchup, Shane Bieber of the Indians faces Garrett Cole of the Yankees. National League games start Wednesday. Brewers play at Dodger Stadium. There will be no fans permitted in ballparks for the opening round. NBA Eastern Conference Finals, your champion last night, Miami, beating Boston 125-113. That sets up this year's NBA in the Bubble championship between the Miami Heat and the Los Angeles Lakers. NFL teams winners yesterday: Pittsburgh, Tennessee, Chicago, Cleveland, New England, Buffalo, San Francisco, Indianapolis, Carolina, Tampa Bay, Detroit, Seattle, and Green Bay. And Cincinnati and Philadelphia go to a 23-overtime tie. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Of course, there's some super hot tattoos on chicks. I think them underboob tattoos are fire-ass hot.
Oh, yeah?
Unfortunately, I was with a chick that had an overboob tattoo. She didn't think it out good because at the time it looked like the golden arches at McDonald's. My cousin Heath told me she lost her house when she got sued for copyright infringement. I swear to God.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom all the time in your ear.
Did you know that a car is stolen every 15 seconds in the United States? I'm Captain Jay Groh, a former law enforcement officer of the year. And I'm here to tell you about the newest and most effective theft deterrent system that's ever approached me with an endorsement opportunity. Let's listen in as these actors recreate a typical car theft.
Hey, look at this nice automobile. Let's steal it.
Okay.
What a nice clean steering wheel. Let's go.
That could be your car. Yeah. But not anymore. Thanks to the new Jiffy Safe Peanut Butter Anti-Theft System. The Jiffy Safe Peanut Butter System is quick, simple, and effective. You just open the shatterproof jar, dip out a big old scoop of the anti-theft peanut butter, and spread it generously over your steering wheel. Trust me, no criminal wants to touch that sticky goop. Yuck. What a mess. Let's listen to that same dramatic reenactment now that we've applied some Jiffy Safe Anti-Theft Peanut Butter to the steering wheel.
Hey, look at this nice automobile. Let's steal it.
Hold on, partner. Look at the steering wheel. It's covered with that sticky Jiffy Safe Anti-Theft Peanut Butter.
Wow, you are right. Yuck, what a mess. Let's go find another car to steal, and we can buy drugs.
Good idea, friend. Phew, that was close. Luckily, there's nothing to worry about, thanks to Jiffy Safe. But don't take my word for it. Here's famous big-time radio celebrity Pat Carlini to tell you more.
Hi, this is Pat. If you want to protect one of your most valuable investments, you need to get the new Jiffy Safe Peanut Butter Anti-Theft Car Protection System. It's quick, simple, effective, and delicious. When I'm done slathering it all over my steering wheel, I make a little sandwich for a quick, tasty snack on the run. The Jiffy Safe system is sure to get you lower insurance rates, and your kids will love it too.
Look for Jiffy Safe Anti-Theft Peanut Butter at your favorite auto parts or grocery store today. Remember, choosy mothers choose Jiffy Safe.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
Yeah, but it turns out I don't sleep well anyway. I've been grinding my teeth. I didn't know I grind my teeth until I woke up. My husband was pouring coffee beans into my mouth. What a weird way to save time in the morning.
No kidding, but it's fresh coffee.
Are you a single guy? I used to be married, but I'm divorced now. Yeah, my marriage wasn't working out. I was driving down the road one day, and my wife ripped the rear view mirror out of the...
646. What? 6:45 at Q95. We're here.
Makes you want to dance, doesn't it?
Yes.
We were all dancing in here. They buy any car. Let's see. We're going to get back to the action. We've got some interesting news about beer, booze, and wings coming up. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello. There we go. Let's see now. There's Ace, our engineer, getting ready for the Ace Cosby joke of the day.
We're going to play a game.
Okay. We have Chick McGee across the way. Josh is back. He's right over there.
Hello.
Coming up, by the way, with Ace Cosby, it's the all-new Omaha Steaks presents the Ace Cosby joke of the day.
Very nice.
What do those taste like?
We're going to find out what they taste like. We're having another cookout very soon. There's Christy Lee at the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. This is Tom speaking. Willie G is right next to me, and fresh off stage last night. You had a good show, I understand.
Oh yeah, it was a really fun show.
Okay. Now, Patty G is in the next room. We've installed him in a different part of the building, but he's behind the glass. He's got his guitar out. We've already heard a nice song from him. Let's hear that again in a few minutes. I certainly enjoyed that. It was a welcome back song for
we
Josh.
missed Josh.
Oh, I missed you guys. Thanks.
Back from his trip. All by yourself? You went all by yourself to a cabin in the woods?
Yeah, I got out of the comfort zone and
didn't get your phone out. Didn't do any.
No. Turned on the TV a little bit while I was cooking. That's it. Otherwise,
Law and Order,
it was
No music?
No. There was music in the car. Plenty of that on the way there.
What songs of mine were you listening to?
Oh man, I listened to
Gardner Minshew.
I requested a song of yours last week. I still ain't heard it. I told Tom about it, and nothing's happened yet. I'm sure you've forgotten.
What song?
You said, "Oh yeah, we'll do that tomorrow."
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, Pat, I listened to a couple of your older songs, and
yeah, right.
They didn't really age well. None of them do.
2 or 3 jokes that ixnay on the.
Okay, I want everyone to hold your guess.
Nobody speaks English anymore.
Hold your guess. I was trying not to get that said.
Yeah.
Hold your guess, but it is a famous person. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
What you got?
Dear Bob and Tom, back in the late 80s, my dad and a friend were driving home from fishing and picked up a guy on the side of the road carrying a gas can. Who was that guy? Tom, what's your guess?
It could be anybody.
Sounds like me.
I'll give you a hint. We were talking about this guy last week, so I guess Josh's voice.
So he's a famous person.
Famous person. We were talking about him last week.
What do we know? What state?
Gail Sayers.
Not Gail Sayers. No.
Famous living person.
No. No, I think he's dead now. Yeah.
Thank you. It could have been.
Back in the 80s.
Yeah.
We were talking about him last week.
Was it the guy from that weird TV show with the intro?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Was it the guy from Run for Your Life, Ben Gazzara?
It was not. Look how excited he got. Oh, man, I wish it was.
Oh, wait a minute.
I love Ben Gazzara.
Wait.
Was
Ben
it?
Gazzara's dead.
Fugitive.
It wasn't David Jansen either.
A 2M
This was in the 80s.
Starring
Can I just wildly guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
I could guess.
Oh, I just saw a clue, though. I think
I
got
big
it now,
time
I
clue.
think.
Yeah.
Michael Parks?
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
From Then Came Bronson?
yeah. Well, you made a motorcycle.
He did a motorcycle.
Peter Fonda.
Who were we talking about? We were just talking about this guy last week.
Jack Nicholson.
King of the Goons.
Oh, Evil Knievel?
Evil Knievel.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Isn't Robbie Knievel all bent out of shape?
Yeah.
No, it's his other brother.
Kevin. Okay.
Is it Kevin
yeah, they're
Knievel?
suing Disney or Pixar.
There's
or
a
something.
Kevin Knievel.
I think, is it Kevin or Keith?
Man, if there's not, there should be.
I'll find it for you. I got it right.
Kevin
Either
and
Kevin or
Connie.
Keith.
Connie Knievel.
I thought it was Kelly because I thought like Kelly
Kelly
Slater.
Knievel? Or
I think
maybe
that's
it was
what
a K.
My dad said, I looked at him a couple times in the rearview mirror and I said, hey, you're Evil Knievel. And he, quite angrily,
Kelly.
according to my dad, stated that his stupid thing wife driving their RV and didn't notice it was low on gas and they ran out. That's the story.
How are you ever going to jump that cliff if we don't have enough gas?
You don't have enough gas. I told you and told you.
It was Kelly Knievel. Yeah, they're suing Disney.
Yeah, see in that voice right
Here's
there.
Here's the story. Evel Knievel's son is suing Walt Disney Company and Pixar over the motorcycle-riding Daredevil character in Toy Story 4.
Just get a job.
You'll recall that the character Duke Kaboom, they make a real big deal out of the fact that he's Canada's greatest stuntman.
Yes.
I can assure you that the Disney people, when they created this character, went, look, we don't want to get sued by Evel Knievel. So
Here's the best
make sure
part.
he's Canadian.
Right.
He's suing for $300,000.
Yeah, he just needs to pay off something.
It's like, yeah, that's what I said. He owes a bookie $300,000 somewhere.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to sue. All lawsuits start at $1.2 million. Everybody knows that.
Again,
that is frivolous.
He said that the movie makers are using his father's likeness. It's obviously a character similar to an Evel Knievel type.
Right.
Yeah.
And of course, Disney did license a number of toys. They have Barbie, for example. They have Mr. Potato Head. All those are licensed.
Slinky Dog.
Yeah, they're all great. But, I mean, they didn't have to pay Joy Behar to use the ham.
Or insert any other public figure.
I'd disagree if I could.
So, we'll see what happens with that. But then we had a story from our friend Rob Haney, who had met Mr. Knievel, and he apparently had no sense of humor.
Oh, bummer. That's a shame.
I believe the situation was that apparently in his later days, Mr. Knievel traveled with his artwork that he would sell.
Oh, how nice,
His paintings. And I guess
that's in the handbook, isn't it?
Rob said to Mr. Knievel, well, I once saw Norman Rockwell jump over 20 school buses on a Harley, and I guess Evel laughed, did not.
Oh,
funny
that's
joke.
such a great line. What a bummer.
Yeah, well, there was a very famous cover story in Rolling Stone magazine called King of the Goons about what a horrible human being Evel was. And plus his terrible movie with
Dabney Coleman, Leslie Nielsen, Viva Knievel.
Yes.
I'm sorry. So once again, congratulations, Chick McGee. 4 games picked, 5 points added because he doubled his bet on one with the shoe-in of the week.
Here's something, and I don't have any answers to all the questions you're going to ask.
Why not?
But go ahead and ask them.
Right.
Maybe, perhaps you can figure it out amongst yourselves. From Malibu, California, NFL Hall of Fame quarterback Joe Montana and his family had a scare Saturday night when an intruder entered their home and tried to kidnap one of his grandkids.
What?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God.
Really
According to TMZ, the intruder grabbed the kid out of a woman's arms and rushed away to another part of the house where she was confronted by the Hall of Famer and his wife. They were able to wrestle the baby away from the woman, and the woman ran out of the house.
Well, God, it's lucky it wasn't Brett Favre. He would have fumbled the kid.
Man, Chick, just when you had gotten back on
the Green Bay's good side.
Yeah,
now that'll somehow
sullied
get
that,
to,
didn't
you hear what Chick said about Brett Favre? That's exactly how that's
He does
gonna
have the record for the most fumbles in a career by an NFL quarterback.
Look, the numbers do show.
How do you know that?
because
Did you just look that up?
No, when I saw the Joe Montana story, I thought, gee, I wonder what quarterback would have gotten this and fumbled him. So I looked up most fumbles in the NFL.
Officials
a little bit of
say
research.
that, of course, police were nearby in Malibu. Police are just there undercover all the time, watching their residents.
They're sitting outside Montana's house with footballs.
calling him every 25 minutes. You okay, Joe? All right, good. Officials say that she's facing kidnapping and burglary charges.
Well, of course.
Hell. There you
Yeah.
Yikes.
Tried to get his grandbaby.
Really scary.
Can't have my grandbaby.
And he beat her up?
No, he
Yeah. Kicked her right in the
Wrestled
face.
her.
Wow.
Kicked her in the face and cut her.
I'll cut you if you don't put my baby down. My grandbaby. That's my grandbaby. Hey, you want to get cut?
I'll cut you, snap.
That is really an awful story.
Yeah, that's how
scary. Or it's a happy story. It turned out fine. And the baby, the baby won't know about anything.
And Joe Montana kept his cool. I mean, he didn't spike the kid. That would have been.
Oh, that would have been rough.
He didn't celebrate or
Get
anything.
the fumble and then.
Well, how do we know the Montanas didn't steal this baby from her?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe
what are
that's
you?
her baby.
Are you a
and-
defense lawyer? Coming up. What do we have coming up in sports, Chick McGee?
World records and a really odd 911 call, and want to hug a tree and all other stuff.
Okay, very good.
It's National Neighbor Day, but apparently there's a beaver that's not a very good neighbor.
Beavers
Is there a neighbor with a good beaver?
A couple of them.
Boy, it's always a neighbor, isn't it? Look
Yeah.
at, oh my God.
We'll find out about beavers.
Tina's gardening again.
When we come back, more beavers. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Keep us with you at all times. Get the Bob and Tom app now at your app store. State law.
Hey, guy, it's Ken Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Ken Tarmac.
Hey, Ken Tarmac, Mark Allison with you on a Monday, the 28th of September. Beautiful day today. Glad you could be here with us. On the way, two of our favorite comedians, Reno Collier and Brett Terhune. It's going to be great. We're glad you're with us. Josh is back from vacation. He survived the bears in North Carolina woods, and he's back with us in the sidekick chair. Great to see him. Great to hear from him. Great you're here with us as well. On a Monday, Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. President Donald Trump is pushing for quick confirmation of his Supreme Court nominee, Amy Coney Barrett, while his Democratic rival Joe Biden imploring the Senate to delay voting until after the November 3rd election. A federal judge Sunday postponed a Trump administration order that would have banned the popular video sharing app TikTok from the U.S. smartphone app stores around midnight. A more comprehensive ban remains scheduled for November, about a week after the presidential election. The ruling followed an emergency hearing Sunday morning in which lawyers for TikTok argued the administration's App Store ban would infringe on First Amendment rights and do irreparable harm to the business. And authorities in North Carolina report one person wounded in a shooting at a Halloween haunted house attraction. Investigators arrested 5 juveniles and seized 3 guns after responding to a report of shots fired at the Reaper's Realm haunted house in China Grove. The fights broke out among a crowd of about 1,000 people at the attraction, a scene the sheriff's office described as chaotic. One person was treated at a hospital for a gunshot wound. The person, by the way, has since been released. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Okay, he's here. Okay, good.
Hey, what's going on, Chris? What's up, baby?
Dog's here, guys. Okay, this is Mr. Mad Dog Sings the Blues.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey, Dog, how are you? Listen,
Sorry,
Steve's got the band rehearsed. We're all set. I see you've got some new lyrics here. I didn't think anything rhymed with speculum.
Did some research. Hello, ladies. How are you? Looking good.
Hi, Mad Dog.
Hello.
Listen, Dog, Ricky and I kind of rearranged this. We moved some stuff around here, but it's okay. Steve's got the band working.
Rearranged it? What change? I don't have the changes.
Steve, could you count it off?
Where's the changes?
the blues, baby.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Mr. Mad Dog, he can sing, and this cat can really swing. Mr. Mad Dog lights my fuse every time he sings the blues. Listen to the music play. Come on, Mad Dog, take it away.
My baby.
No, Dog, guitar solo. You lay back here. No, the sax. Lay back here.
Listen to the music play. Come on, Mad Dog, take it away.
My baby went to...
The girls sing here.
I don't
shade. Not my fault. All right, here. My baby. Is it? Where's?
He's in the bathroom, dog.
Tom's in the bathroom. Okay. All right. I just.
Dog, I'm sorry. My teeth are floating. This is a little horn thing here. Let's lay back for a second.
Listen to the music play. Come on, Mad Dog, take it away.
My baby went to the
Oboe solo here. Lay back here.
My baby went
A little tuba.
My baby.
No, this is the bagpipe solo here.
My baby went to the
Accordion solo.
accordion. My baby went to the
Sitar solo.
My baby.
Vienna Boys Choir.
Mr. Mad Dog, he can sing in the groove like B.B. King.
Circus Chip. I'll solo right here.
Listen to the music play. Come on, Mad Dog, take it away.
Baby went to the guy. No, he gave us such.
That was great, guys.
7:01 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
She's in stripes today. It's Christy Lee with a quick forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Cloudy, rainy, high 67. More sun than clouds tomorrow, high 64, 62 right now.
Number between 1 and 20. Go.
4.
Oh, that's an easy one. With his vast experience, Dr. Lanter will figure out exactly what you need and get your vision back on track.
How are you reading that, Tom?
Without glasses. I don't wear reading glasses anymore. Thank you, Dr. Lanter. Ace Cosby and I have a lot in common. We both ski. Thank you very much, Ace. And we both have multifocal lenses inside our eyes. Thank you, Dr. Lanter. Dr. Lanter is a distinguished scientist and physician, and he's an expert when it comes to your eyes. Chick McGee, you got the Dr. Lanter LASIK?
Distance vision, 2020 right now, baby.
How long ago did you get that done?
15 years ago.
Wow, we got to get you in there, Joshy. Dr. Lanter helped me out with some serious problems. In fact, last summer, I couldn't figure out what was going on with one of my eyes. Turned out I had a detached retina. Serious business.
To go along with your personality.
Thank you very much.
Very detached.
Not really relevant or particularly witty, but thank you.
So. I think
for
it's very
distracting
witty.
and being like. Let me read a different line. How about like Dr. Lanter on Facebook? You could even schedule directly from Lanter Eye Care on the Facebook page. Check out my buddy, Dr. Lanter. Ah, yes. Welcome back. Welcome back, especially to Josh. While he was gone, we took his chair.
Yeah.
Did you get a decent chair yet?
Yes. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm comfortable.
All right. Okay.
You do everything with Josh extra. His anniversary, he's been here 4 years. We had a week-long celebration.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, that was
We
fun.
said goodbye to him for a week.
I appreciated
and
that.
now we're going to say hello to him for a week.
Because he's his favorite.
We're not getting the cake until tomorrow or Wednesday.
Okay.
Well, tomorrow's Oscar's birthday, so we need a cake.
Yeah, but he's not. Is he going to be
That's been
here?
handled.
Yeah.
That's been handled.
All right.
What's your favorite kind of cake, Josh?
Wedding cake.
Really?
I run.
Oh, wow.
You're a
Wait a second. Didn't you just go on vacation by yourself?
Yeah. That doesn't mean I can't enjoy the
No,
cake.
I'm just watching you turn red and suffer as I do this to you. I'm so sorry.
Why is he suffering?
He's fine. Everything's good.
We're the ones suffering. We've been married multiple times. He ain't.
I'm not suffering.
Yeah, you are. You're suffering.
We all.
No, I'm not.
Isn't she sweet? That's Christy Lee. She's at the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. Mr. McGee, Mr. Cosby. Ace Cosby's got a new position. The Omaha Steaks Joke of the Day.
Yeah.
The best steaks in the land want to get together with the best jokes in the land.
Yeah.
We'll look forward to that, Ace. Also coming up today, Donnie Baker, Brent Terhune, comedian, Reno Collier, comedian, Willie G is right there, Patty G in the next room. Pat, can we do your new song here in just a few minutes?
For Josh?
Yeah, it was so much fun to welcome Josh back.
Oh, boy.
There
Brett
we go.
Terhune gets one mention in one magazine that's Variety Magazine. All of a sudden, we talk to him every week.
Okay. We just did your welcome back song last
And we're
hour.
gonna
And
do it
apparently
again.
we're doing it again this hour.
Cool, yeah.
So shut up.
I run it again. Yeah, thank you.
Run it again.
Man,
Here we go.
I have to be honest about something. It's been a while since I've sat next to this close to Christy. Yeah. Damn, girl.
Like I said,
I mean, look at
the man's been in a
Get it.
cabin for
Get
a
it.
week.
Yeah, that's a.
I don't know if it's the stripes or. Look,
Is it a good presentation?
It's,
Is that what
it's
you
not
said?
bad.
Let's not get into any detail.
Oh, no. I want to.
Okay, Christy, by the way, Josh had a special request for you.
What?
It's just for you.
Okay.
Christy, I did a lot of thinking up there.
Sometimes what you want is right in front of your face.
I didn't even realize
to be my mom, but
sometimes you don't see the forest for the trees. And what I'm saying is, I'd like to be your tree if you'll let me
be your
prance around in your forest. I had this written down. I had it written down, and I know I'm not. I mean, I know I blew it, but I.
Oh my gosh, that Ralph Waldo Emerson had an effect on
quite
you.
a proposal.
I mean, your prose.
The sincerity of it
That
was
should
amazing.
be. I know they've had reality television for everything. Have they ever had a reality show that's just proposals and is awkward and poorly written?
They have the 90-Day Fiance or whatever. What is
Married
it?
at First Sight.
Yeah.
Married at
First
But no, but instead of
Ace
that,
watches all those,
And
all that stuff.
But that's what I
90-Day
do.
Fiance or something?
Instead of that gimmick, I think I'm just saying if someone could write in and go, look, I'm gonna, because we have the, what is it now, the gender reveal. They make a big deal out of it, and they set the forest on fire last week. But some idiot can't hang those people quick enough. It's a shame the baby doesn't have a mother, but she's got to go. You get couple, like a guy would write in and go, I'm going to do a big proposal, and they'd set something up, but they wouldn't write it for him. So, or for her.
Oh.
Just to see how
Awkward
they
it
would
could be.
screw it up, especially with the cameras rolling.
Well, it's a very nerve-wracking time.
Of course it is. I'm just saying, I think might be some pretty good television. Unscripted.
It'd be cringeworthy.
Yeah.
Do you like cringe TV?
Sometimes, yeah.
All right.
I'm just saying.
Watch The Bachelor.
No thanks. I don't.
That can be cringy TV.
I'm around enough narcissists as it is. I don't need to. I don't need to watch them on TV.
Hey, wait a minute.
I think he's talking about me.
I think he's talking about us.
I can't believe this is happening to me. Well, it's happening to you because you volunteered.
You signed
for it.
up for the show, lady.
And there are cameras everywhere. What did you think was going to happen? Back to you. I'm sorry. Back to sports.
Police in Florida were called to an apartment in Tampa.
Sounds like a news story to me.
Only to find the resident screaming at the television. Hillsborough County Sheriff's deputies responded Wednesday night after a neighbor had reported hearing someone shouting, "Shoot! Shoot!" The complainant also told police he heard a couple screaming at each other, with one yelling, "I dare you to shoot!"
Oh, my gosh.
Deputies found Devin Garnett and two of his friends, all Tampa Bay Lightning fans, watching Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Final, hence the sports angle.
There you go.
What happened to you famously, Josh?
Yeah.
What?
When you were watching one of those eating competitions and you were screaming, swallow, swallow. And
Right, yeah. They
thought it was some kind of porno being filmed.
Hey, I heard you and your lady last night. Yes, that was me and my lady. That's what we were doing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So these guys are just screaming, shoot, shoot, and they call the
Yeah,
cops.
neighbor thought it was something.
God.
Deputies say they thought there were guns in the house, and we were like, nope, they're just screaming for Stamkos in Tampa Bay.
Man.
Did you see, I think Kevin Shattenkirk in one of the games, that's Tom's favorite NHL player.
What a great name, huh?
Yeah,
Deuces.
Deuces. Shat Deuces. He's number 22. He scored an overtime goal, and I thought Tom would appreciate that.
And you've chosen to move your fandom temporarily over to the Tampa Bay.
I mean, they've been so good for the last few years that
I don't think that's. I don't think we can allow that.
No,
the Blues were champs last year. You just have to
can't
wait.
just give up on
You can't
them.
just switch to winners.
Look, guys, this isn't a real season anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, you're going to be. This is the Astros season.
Good point.
Absolutely
Go with,
true. Absolutely.
Okay, so they're screaming, shoot, shoot, and they think it's like a kidnapping or something.
No, they think it's their gunplay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dare you to shoot.
Oh wow! What if they've been watching golf? It's in the hole. Again, our neighbors are very horny.
We got some horny neighbors.
Horny neighbors.
Horny neighbors.
Horny neighbors.
Listen to that sigh.
A Tennessee woman has set the Guinness World Record for the longest time consecutively hugging a tree.
Oh, my goodness.
All right.
Adrienne Long hugged a tree at Heritage Park in Brainerd. Can't we take care of this right here in Brainerd? For 10 hours and 5 minutes, beating the previous record of 8 hours. Long's friend, Sarah Medley, organized dance, yoga, and guided meditation for the event. Hasn't this woman suffered enough?
goodness.
No, they loved it. She wanted all that.
They also raise funds for the Chattanooga Audubon Society.
Oh, well, I love that. I love birds.
Yeah.
I love birds.
John J.
I love highways where you can go as fast as you want.
Do they get
highways, the byway, the Audubon?
bathroom breaks?
She may have had to pee on the train.
Here we
It
go.
says longest time consecutive. I don't think they did get a bathroom break. There. I'll throw it out there.
Consecutive?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what it says.
Wow, that is sad.
Her pants were full of mess.
That's what it says right there.
Wow.
And your arms would be tired.
What do you think of that?
Yeah.
Do you ever meet a long hugger?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you hate that?
Yeah. Long huggers, long handshaker. Well, we don't have to worry about handshaking anymore.
You don't
Yeah, but
like a big hug?
Not a long
No,
one.
but a long hugger.
No,
Not
like,
only that-
my dad's favorite hug is a handshake.
But they come up.
Now more, it's more of an air elbow.
They look at you. I'm a hugger. I'm a puncher. Bam!
I'm a kicker.
What are you working out bits on us?
Yeah, that's right. What do you think of that?
I think you should do it.
I'm a puncher.
That's ready for the
You
stage.
know what I mean?
Toward the end, I
Christy,
think, put it toward the end.
I mean, there's the kind of quick, there's sort of the quick arm on the shoulder tap hug.
And then there's the awkward.
And there's the awkward, okay, it's like the Pepe Le Pew thing.
Well,
Kind of,
maybe they're flirting with you a little bit.
See, I used to hate the long hug until I figured out how to solve it.
How's that?
Now when I'm in the middle of a long hug, I just go, I've got a boner.
Aunt Marcia.
Father Mulrooney.
It's the long hugger. I should have made this clear. The long hugger is usually that aunt.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then you've got that uncle that has the crush handshake. God, I hate that.
Well, the uncle who insists you go down in the basement, he's got the video camera set up.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
that
am I the only one?
He had good taffy, but
Remember that guy?
You got to pull it yourself, though.
We were at a CD signing, and the guy tried to pick me up out of the chair with his handshake. Remember that guy?
Oh,
I'll
dude.
never forget that. Not a jerk.
Do they know? They know that they have a painful handshake, right? Or they?
Oh, yeah, and they love it. They pride themselves on it.
It's a competition. Yeah.
They go, I got a firm handshake.
yeah, the
I work hard and I play hard.
So I'm trying to find pictures of this lady hugging the tree.
What kind of tree was it? Was it a nice tree?
Yeah, well, how big of that was?
Wait a second.
Oh, is it a teeny tiny
blows.
tree? Is it like a sapling?
It's like a 10-inch in diameter tree. She's just standing there holding.
Yeah, but how
onto
big?
it.
How big
holding up,
around
not
is it?
actually wrapped her arms around.
Her arms are kind of wrapped, but it's pretty casual. It's like you were watching a football game, holding on to your sweetie.
Oh yeah, we want the big hug, face to the.
Yeah, I thought her legs were wrapped around it.
Yeah, this is bogus.
If you're going to be crazy, be crazy.
Yes.
And here's how
Go for a
interesting this
sequoia.
is.
Come
Christy, if you have the
on.
picture where it shows the rest of the park, everyone's completely ignoring it. But there is a kid who's walking on water, which is fascinating.
Well, that's a story.
Yeah, Jesus Christo, right? Something
A
like
little
that.
blonde Jesus right there.
Did you see the viral video of the moose running on water? Did anybody else see that?
No.
Like, oh my gosh, I'll have to
We'll
show it
dig
to you
that
at the
up,
break.
please.
Yeah.
Right now, I want to tell you about the best way to listen to a moose is with your Raycon headphones. They're the best. They're really earbuds now. We don't call them headphones anymore. They fit in your ears. You can make your phone calls, and Raycons are famous, especially the new E25s.
That's right. A couple years ago, I went on a quest, Tom, you know this, to find the perfect earbuds, and I found them. Raycons Earbuds. And now the E25, their best yet. 6 hours of playtime, more bass, more compact design, a nice noise isolating fit, stylish, discreet, no dangling wires or stems, and seamless Bluetooth pairing. Celebrities like Mike Tyson and yours truly. We're obsessed with Raycons. Sure, it's questionable I'm a celebrity, but it's not questionable that these Raycons are amazing. Now's the time to see what we're talking about. Give them a try. Raycon has a 45-day free return policy.
Free!
So you can make sure they're the pair of wireless earbuds for you. Thank you, Josh. For a limited time, get 15% off your order. Here's what you do. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. A special 15% discount on Raycon wireless earbuds.
T-O-M or T-H-O-M, like Tom York of Radiohead?
T-O-M.
Okay, T-O-M.
buyraycon.com/T-O-M.
I just didn't want to confuse people.
Right.
Yeah, that didn't. That didn't
right,
hurt
perfect.
at all. No. We get love letters about the Raycons. Be part of the whole Raycon scene. Buyraycon.com/Tom.
It is a scene. Yeah.
Coming up, comedians Brent Terhune and Reno Collier. We got a little bit of Donnie Baker on the way, and we have rats high-fiving. And would you like to buy something really cool from defunct airplane?
Would
yes,
I?
you would.
Maybe.
Of course. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Make sure you check out the Bob and Tom app. Download it for free in your iTunes or Google Play Store. Listen to your local station. Tune in to Bob and Tom 24/7. Even set an alarm that'll wake you up with the show. Imagine that. Josh Arnold, the first voice you hear in the morning. Oh, yeah. See stories and photos from today's show. It's all right there on the Bob and Tom app, and it's free. Check it out today in your iTunes or Google Play Store. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Taylor Swift has beat Whitney Houston as the woman with the most cumulative weeks at number 1 on the Billboard 200 album chart. Swift's folklore album returns to the top spot this week after moving another 84,000 units. That gives her 47 cumulative weeks in the number 1 slot, beating Houston's 46. The act with the most cumulative weeks at number 1 would be the Beatles with 132. Elvis has the most for a male act and for a solo act with 67. Carrie Underwood will look on her My Gift album, not only as her holiday album, but her pandemic album. She says her writing sessions with collaborators on Zoom were tough because if there was even a half-second delay, it was difficult to sing along with anything. Her duet with John Legend on a song called Hallelujah was all done via email. My Gift is out now. And a film about singer Shane MacGowan of the Pogues is won a prize at Spain's San Sebastian International Film Festival. The documentary Crock of Gold, A Few Rounds with Shane MacGowan, took the special jury prize. Johnny Depp, who's been friends with MacGowan for decades, produced the film. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
We were sitting around the bar last Friday night just drinking and wondering what it'd be like if we picked the right numbers and hit the lottery. It was me, Bill, Sid, Harold, and Stan. Each of us had a different plan, and we all agreed how great getting rich would be.
Well, the first thing I'd do with all that cash is throw myself one hell of a bash. There'd be beer and hookers, pimps, and a circus clown. Then I'd get a new couch and reclining chair, maybe 4 mag wheels and central air. I tell ya, I'd have the classiest trailer in town. So next week when each winning number falls, I hope to see that lottery girl pulling out my balls. $1 million would sure improve our lives. We could quit our jobs and dump our wives.
Man, if I ever won that pile, I'd go to work with a great big smile. And the people that tick me off would better beware. I'd even go in late the very first day and find my boss, and here's what I'd say: Mr. Jenkins, kiss the ass of a millionaire. Then I'd find that secretary I think so cute, the one who threatened me with that harassment suit, when I told her I liked it when she wore her skirts real short. Then I'd grab her boobs, one in each hand, then kiss her, hand her $100 grand and say, here you go, darling, we just settled out of court. So next week when each winning number falls, I hope to see that lottery chick pulling out my balls. $1 million would sure improve our lives. We could quit our jobs and dump our wives.
Well, you wouldn't believe all the stuff that I'd get, like a mansion on the beach and a new Learjet. I'd buy a casino in Vegas and send my boy to Yale. But the casino would be a financial mess, and I'd get indicted by the IRS. Well, I'm not buying a ticket this week. I don't want to go to jail.
Well, if I won that money, I wouldn't be greedy. I'd use some of that cash to help the needy. I'd build a school for poor kids and get them all computers. The church needs money for their charities. Doctors need money to cure disease. But that last 10 grand's for my wife. She needs big new Hooters. So next week when each winning number falls, I hope to see that lottery girl pulling out my balls. $1 million would sure improve our lives. We could quit our jobs and dump our wives.
Then everybody turned my way, wondering what I had to say. I lit a smoke and poured myself a beer.
Take it from me. You got to do what you want sometimes.
Yes.
7:20.
I'm going to get Christy on the phone. Tell
Q95.
Yeah, I will.
It's the Bob and Tom Show. I swear I heard Christy in the hallway moaning.
How about a quick forecast?
Q95, Fox 59 weather, brought to you by CarX. Cloudy, rainy, high 67, partly cloudy, down to 47 tonight. More sun than clouds tomorrow with a high of 64. 61 now.
And we need the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. I heard my lawn go. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's great to be here on this, the 28th of September, 2020. It's great to be anywhere, always.
Yes.
The countdown begins. Boy, I just hope that when we sing Old Lang Syne, it's really a new year. That's all I want.
Yeah, I have
You
a
think
feeling
it's really going to matter?
we'll all be singing it while holding fire extinguishers.
Yeah. Kablooey.
Yeah, what does New Year's Eve sound like through a mask? I don't know. Let's
Well,
see
they
who's.
canceled, Times Square.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, they officially did?
Yes.
Will they still drop the ball for television or anything?
Yeah, it'll be
Okay.
virtual, I'm sure, but
That'll be interesting. How are they going to just have police barricades everywhere?
I've always wanted to go to Times Square, to be there for New Year.
Well, the big problem with going there for Times Square is finding a bathroom. By the way, I just so you know,
That's the first angle you've got on everything. You
Everything
realize that,
goes to the-
right?
a lot of
goes to
people
the
don't
toilet.
You
remember
realize
that.
that. You
I'm
need
just
to-
saying.
Man.
It's like, Josh, did you say this on the air or off the air? You might have been off the air telling him about his cabin, and only you would go, what happens if you got terminally injured while you were up there? What would you do?
No, I just asked if there
What
was
a
some kind
weirdo.
of emergency
Why would
connection
you
because he
ruin a
was in the middle of
vacation?
nowhere.
And he
It was
asked
kind of a fair question.
and he asked if there was a bathroom in the cabin.
What?
When was the last time you were at a cabin there wasn't a bathroom in it?
There were
are a
some
lot of them.
available.
When I went to Canada a couple years ago, they had, I told you about this, the outhouse they had, it was amazing. It smells better than my house. They got it down.
How
up
about
there,
that?
man. They know how to dispose of your crap. And
Okay, are we still doing sports?
Or does it seem like it?
Stupid world record.
First of all, we have a new world record as far as free throws go. 69 by...
Chick said 69.
Boys are going out tonight.
I know.
Let me tell you the mechanics.
Let's not review it. What is this?
By someone named Anthony Miracola.
69
I never met
free
a
throws
cola
in,
that I
in
didn't
what
like.
period of time?
60 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
And he's got, it looks like one of those little Papa Shot
Oh, yeah.
It's an elaborate Papa shot.
deals. But he makes 69.
Good for him.
And he just missed one.
This is
No,
an
he
actual world
He
record.
missed one, yeah.
No, he missed one.
He did miss one.
This
So
is an
that-
actual, so
so
they
they're
start
not in a
counting
row.
again. So they start counting again, I think, and then...
I don't think I think the other ball
it's-
knocked it in.
Yeah, it's most basketball free throws in 1 minute. He can miss one.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Or three, or
He can miss
nine.
as many as he wants. He just has
Yeah.
to.
He has
they're
to
not
get a
consecutive.
lot in there.
But he made 69. Now, here's a stupid world record.
Stupid world
That's the spirit.
2 pet rats in the UK have set a Guinness World Record each. A rat named Frankie set the record. That's right, a rat.
That sounds like a rat, doesn't it?
Frankie.
Yeah, he's a rat.
They call me Frankie Cheese.
Rats everywhere with the cheese. Rats, and so forth.
Gnawing teeth.
The most high fives by a rat in 30 seconds.
What?
After giving 28 high fives. Well, the rat doesn't know what he's doing.
Of course
He's
not.
reaching for the
Cheese. Yeah.
The latch of the cage he's in, or
Are they trained?
Who's he high-fiving?
To be honest, it is really easy to get a rat to high five you when his basketball team is winning.
Oh, well, there you go.
when they're winning.
Now, is he high-fiving another rat?
Freddie set the
Yeah,
record
who's
for
he
most.
high-fiving?
Frankie set the record for most high fives. Freddie set the record for most hoops jumped by a rat.
You couldn't have pretended his name was Mike or something. You know what happens when you mention Freddie.
Oh, I forgot.
Coming up, a little bit of Rodney Carrington and the Fred song.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
You were thinking of the...
Yeah. No. There's a whole...
So he has Sam
we have a whole
kidnapped.
Fred
We know where Willie
segment.
is.
The whole...
Owner Luke Roberts said he began training his rodents when they were 3 months old after watching videos of rats playing basketball.
And the first thing he taught them was this song. That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
What an awful, aggressive vocal.
Hear the happy feet dancing to the beat.
Do the Freddie. Okay. Well, actually,
the 29-year-old, he explained,
Everyone thinks they're sewer-dwelling monsters that spread plague, but in reality, pet rats are really very clean, intelligent, and affectionate.
Well, maybe the pet ones.
Well, coming up, there's a reason we have this record. Coming up, there was a International Peace Award given to a rat because of this particular rat's amazing ability to discover landmines in Cambodia.
Really?
Coming up.
Oh, yeah,
fascinating story.
I bet Cambodian rats are gigantic.
These are
Giant African rats.
They are giant rats.
Size of chihuahuas.
And bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, bigger than chihuahuas. They're in the news, and we'll get to... Oh, wait a minute. Could you grab that, please?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie, how are you?
I'm doing good. Josh, I never thought she's coming back.
Oh, of course I would, man. I missed you.
Well, I thought you was doing like what the Amish do when they get 18. They go on that bar mitzvah. But you decided to join the gang.
Rum a spring out, whatever.
Man, I've had an interesting couple days.
Doing what?
My idiot cousin Lonnie's been staying over again here, Tom.
Uh-huh.
And he took one of them mail-in DNA tests to see all about his ancestry.
Ancestry. Yeah, we've all done that, Donnie. Yeah, it's cool.
Well, according to his DNA, he's 40% German,
right?
30% French,
okay,
and 35% Neanderthal. Man.
Oh, okay.
That's 105.
Yeah, the French part doesn't surprise me.
Right.
Because me and him both love them breakfast croissants at Burger King.
Those are great.
He tastes regular.
Yeah.
And the German part wasn't a shock because Lonnie almost bought a Jetta back in 2002 when he's going through his hipster phase.
Volkswagen makes fine automobiles.
Still rocking Heelys. But the 40% Neanderthal really caught me off guard because I don't remember no Geico caveman in our family.
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, my Uncle Jinbug lived in his backyard bomb shelter for 10 years in the 60s, but that's as close to a cave as anything I remember. Funny thing is, he lived middle of nowhere, but he was convinced the Russian commies were going to take over his place out in the boondocks.
Really?
I guess he figured they wanted his soybeans and 4 head of cattle. Anyway, it's the Neanderthal thing. I was thinking about it. And I did have a great aunt who looked like a cave woman in the face. She was a professional wrestler. I swear to God.
Yes.
She went by the name of Hilda Moosebush. And she had a unibrow. She was built just like Dick the Bruiser. Wow. She had a unibrow, real pronounced forehead, which came from headbutting other lady wrestlers.
Yes, sure.
Okay.
So anyways, now I know where the Baker family came from. So I'm considering going on one of them cave exploration adventures, you know?
Oh.
I think they call it spunking. See if I feel at home. So I may be going doing some time out in the wilderness like you did, Josh.
Yeah.
There's one question I got before I go. Is Lonnie under some kind of legal obligation to reveal his Neanderthal heritage on his Tinder profile?
That's a good question. I don't think so. Do you think?
No, he doesn't.
Because I sure wouldn't want to be a woman and be shocked, you know, if she had a kid with him and he came out looking like Bam Bam or Flea from the Chili Peppers. Swear to God. Good to have you back, Josh.
Thank you, Don.
Wouldn't Neanderthal pop up in pretty much everybody's DNA?
I would think, yeah. I think we all came from there.
I think maybe we have a common ancestor. I forgot how that works, but it's good to know. Now, Josh is back from his trip.
Yeah, I had a nice time. Thanks.
And Pat has prepared a song to bring it all back home.
Oh, how about this?
Now, Josh, once again, you were in North Carolina, is that right?
Yeah, right at the Tennessee border.
North Carolina, yes.
And you had a big balcony and this cabin in the mountains overlooking the beautiful mountains with flying squirrels.
Did you take pictures?
I did, yeah. I'll go ahead. I haven't been on Instagram in a while. I'll put some stuff up today.
No, thanks.
I would like to see some photos.
Please tell me it's a picture of you from your feet looking out over the mountains. Please tell me that's one of the pictures.
I don't have one of those.
That's evidently the most popular picture posted online is someone's feet where they are on vacation.
My view for the week.
This is my office.
Yep.
No one wants to see your gross toes.
If you can access them, you have one of those sticks.
Got a foot thing.
What?
Perhaps you might be too
It takes,
overweight.
I need a selfie stick.
Yes, to reach
That's the
your
only way
feet.
I've ever seen my toes. My gosh.
Pat, let's get to your song.
It's hard to believe you're sorry when you're laughing so hard you're crying.
Yeah,
you know?
no joke.
Welcome back. You were camping in the woods all alone. Welcome back to your seat on the Bob and Tom Show. Did you leave your cabin all nice and clean? Or does the ceiling have now a gooey sheen? You saw bears and foxes. And left behind pizza boxes. Hey, we're all getting fat. Won't you please do a scat? Welcome back.
Rabadoo, rip and zip, flarbo, gar.
I love it. One more time.
Rabaki and zarb.
Come on, one more time.
Rabaki, rabble, zip, dipple, doo.
Oh, I missed that scatting.
I miss it too.
Farble dobble. What was that again there? Farble zippo.
Don't examine it.
One doesn't dissect gossip.
It's amazing.
It's
No.
art.
It's never the same.
When you scat, I expect one of us to turn into a rat.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
It's very, very nice. Now, is that sports, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, that's
it.
ladies and gentlemen, the Chick McGee's award-winning sportscast.
Chippy and I out of here.
Oh, gosh. Chippy.
Chippy!
Fast.
Oh, he just he crapped in the hallway. Is that a problem?
If the door's open, do you have him chipped?
That's why
Chipped and Chippy?
Chippy's chipped, yeah.
You'd think I would. No, I don't have him. He might be gone forever. We'll have to go out during the break and try to find him.
Christy Lee is once again at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. What do we got, Christy?
Well, we were talking about rats. A giant trained rat received an award for searching out unexploded mines in Cambodia. Magawa, a giant African pouched rat, was awarded the gold medal for his life-saving bravery and devotion.
A gold medal!
After discovering 39 landmines.
39 landmines.
And 28 items of unexploded ordnance in the past 7 years.
Seriously?
Magawa was trained by the Belgian organization APO, which has taught rats to find landmines for more than 20 years. They do it because these rats apparently are very light on their feet, obviously, and they can live up to 8 years.
Well, the light is important because they don't set the mines off.
Exactly.
Ideally.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think all the rats necessarily
survive.
Yeah, some of them.
They used to use dogs for this. And,
Yeah.
that didn't go real well.
The medal has been awarded to 34 dogs, 32 pigeons, 4 horses, and a cat since it was created in 1943.
A horse that found mines.
I don't know if
that's
it was
a horse?
for mines, but it was for heroism.
Horse seems too heavy.
Yeah.
Well,
They find them awfully quick.
yeah, they do. And then, well, there's one.
How many? One mine per horse, I guess.
Yeah, I think I can find 4 at a time.
The group works with programs in Cambodia, Angola, Zimbabwe, Mozambique to clear millions of mines left behind from wars and conflicts.
I didn't know Cambodia had a history of conflict.
Really?
Yeah, well, since
It's the
when?
first time hearing this. You ever been to one of those rib fests?
Hey,
Walking around.
here we
Oh, is that
go.
Sam Waters?
Yeah, sorry.
The bones.
The PDSA gold medal is not just for landmine clearing; it's for all animals in military service. So that's why a horse.
I love animals in military service. They're so helpful, so important.
Yep, I love the idea of an animal that has a 9 to 5. Gotta wake up early, eat my food, go to work. I'm a dog.
Put my shoes on. I love dogs wearing, when they go to work, they wear shoes.
And when you watch the dog shows, there's a working
Sure, working.
division.
Your dogs are in that.
I've tried to explain to my dog. Every day I get home, well, anybody look for a job?
Yeah.
We have a guest dog right now, so it's even more confusing.
Guest dog.
Yeah, she's great. She's the best.
You know, for as big a jerk you are, you're too nice. Say no to some of these people. Like, can you watch my dog for a little bit?
No.
Be the jerk that you are.
Well, unless, of course, it's your mother-in-law. It's not your mother-in-law.
I love having this dog around. She's really, she's really great.
What kind of dog?
It's a white golden retriever.
Another one.
But she's the kind that if she does not need a leash, just stays right with you. And if you say to her, Maisie, she just turns around. Comes right back every time.
Oh, I bet she's sweet.
Yeah, so she's sweet. And Maisie's on
You're a big sweetie.
Maisie's on a reducing program.
A little fat.
Green beans.
Yeah, she's getting a lot of green beans with her little bit of food. She's a
poor Maisie.
I thought Maisie was a digger. You didn't like that.
She so far has not started digging yet again. So I'm just waiting. I think maybe it's check local listings. The ground where I live is so hard that mountain climbers couldn't use those pitons in it.
She may have outgrown it, too.
We're in a drought, aren't we? Oh, sorry. Check local listings.
In any event, she's sweet. But yeah, these rats are gigantic, and the fact that they can find these mines is absolutely amazing. Yeah. But again, part of the thing is, I think what you're laughing about, Josh, there's a photograph here of this rat. It's got beautiful fur like a bunny.
I put it on Twitter, yeah.
They've got a little gold medal hanging around the rat's neck. The thing that we're forgetting is these rats don't know what is happening.
No.
They're not aware that if they step in the wrong place, they're going to explode.
Well, they're just out having fun.
So it's not really courage.
So rat news would be another brother was killed today, senselessly murdered by a mine finder. Yeah.
Actually, it's the trainer that deserves the medal because they've trained these rats to do this.
And also, yeah, a lot of things can go wrong when you're riding back to camp in the Land Rover and you land on one of these mines. But bravo to these little critters. They did a nice job. Coming up, we've got a little Rodney Carrington for you. Also, we'll be joined today by Mr. Brent Terhune, Mr. Reno Collier. And coming up in the news, Christy, what have you got?
We have a giant wooden penis, and we have beavers in the news.
Talk about a woody, huh?
Okay. That sounds interesting. Also, we do have some turkey news early in the season. Getting ready for this. It's going to be a weird Thanksgiving too, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't have anybody over.
Getting
Can't
ready
go anywhere.
for my birthday on Thanksgiving.
That's right.
Thank you.
What? This year it's actually on it, huh?
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy.
Well, we won't be here to celebrate.
2020.
You're not getting two gifts.
Well, what kind of cake do you want?
Carrot. With a big carrot sticking out of the top of it.
Okay, very good.
Real raw carrot.
This is all coming. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
For everything Bob and Tom, check out bobandtom.com. All the latest highlights, news, information, links to all of our social media sites. And, of course, you can always email us, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. If you have a request of something you'd like to hear, let us know. We'll see if we can't get it on the Bob and Tom Show just for you. It's what we do here at the Bob and Tom Show, and we're glad you're joining us. We'll have more of the show coming up right after this. Stay tuned.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. All the playoff matches in Major League Baseball have been set. The expanded 16-team field filled out on the final day of this pandemic-altered season. The Brewers have a playoff spot despite a losing record, and so does Houston. St. Louis Cardinals also advanced with a win. Best-of-3 wildcard round begins Tuesday. 4 American League games. In a marquee matchup, Shane Bieber of the Indians faces Garrett Cole of the Yankees. National League games start Wednesday. Brewers play at Dodger Stadium. There will be no fans permitted in ballparks for the opening round. NBA Eastern Conference Finals, your champion last night, Miami, beating Boston 125-113. That sets up this year's NBA in the Bubble championship between the Miami Heat and the Los Angeles Lakers. NFL teams winners yesterday: Pittsburgh, Tennessee, Chicago, Cleveland, New England, Buffalo, San Francisco, Indianapolis, Carolina, Tampa Bay, Detroit, Seattle, and Green Bay. And Cincinnati and Philadelphia go to a 23 overtime tie. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
You leave the stove on?
I have in the past.
You cook?
Yeah. I set the smoke alarm off last night cooking, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not really good at that.
What were you making, Patrick?
Believe it or not, ramen, but there was something on the grill. And
I don't know what has to happen before this guy is institutionalized or he has a caretaker, but we're very, very close.
Just use the microwave.
Ramen.
He's out of his mind.
Put the water in the microwave.
Yes.
Do it that way.
Does that work?
Yes. Just do that way. That way is going to be your way.
It's much easier.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
Your house is a mess, and you feel like you never have enough time to clean the way you'd like. Have you ever considered using a maid service?
A maid service?
Friggamall Industries Domestic Service Division is proud to announce the newest innovation in household health.
Oh, hi. You must be the new maid.
I sure am.
Oh, great. Come on in.
Oh, my. This place is a mess.
Well, yeah, it's pretty bad. I live alone. I never have time to...
You live alone?
Yeah.
A fine-looking man like you should be married. How old are you, 26, 27?
It's a maid service unlike any other.
Pick those underwear up off the floor.
What?
You heard me. There is no excuse for this place looking like a pigsty.
Hey, look, I hired you to...
And when you're finished with the bedroom, I want you to roll up your sleeves and get started on those dishes.
Oh, this is my bowling night.
Well, I've got news for you, young man. You won't be going anywhere until this place is spick and span.
Yes, it's the maid service that guarantees your house will be clean to your liking because you'll actually be doing all the cleaning yourself.
I'll get it.
Hey, wait, that's my phone.
Hello? No, I'm sorry. He's too busy cleaning to come to the phone right now.
What the hell are you doing? Answer my phone.
That's it. You're grounded.
Grounded? Jeez, she sounds just like my mom.
Exactly. That's why we call our new maid service the Just Like Your Mom maid service. Just like your mom maids know what's best for you. The sooner you learn that, the better off you'll be.
Look, lady, I'm paying you $250 a week, and all you're doing is nagging me until I clean up my apartment?
Well, if you do what you're supposed to do around here, I wouldn't have to nag you.
Call Just Like Your Mom maids and see what a steadying influence and a firm hand can do for your housekeeping skills. And be sure to ask about our other services, including Just Like Your Dad Lawn Care Service and our very popular Just Like Your Mother-in-Law travel trip planners.
Now turn left right there at that pretty yellow house on the corner. Then right up there at that vacant lot with the lilac bushes. Now slow down. For heaven's sakes, you're going to get a speeding ticket.
Just Like Your Mom maids. Call us today while you still have your phone privileges.
All right. Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedian David Dugan. Dave Dugan joins us in the studio.
David
Dugan.
My formal name.
You sound like a Grand Wizard. David Dugan, Grand Wizard.
Stop. You have a couple young children.
A couple young kids. Raising kids at that age is sort of like being hazed into a fraternity.
Yeah.
There was like a 2-minute time period the other day when I changed.
Yep, that's the way I understand it. 744 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee has the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Cloudy, rainy. Look for a high today of 67. Tonight down to 47 degrees under partly cloudy skies. And then sunshine 64 tomorrow. We have some light rain and 60 right now.
Colts win big time. A great game. By the way, Lord help our Colts.
Articles using today.
Huh?
Running time out, dickhead.
Me?
I tried to do it, but I couldn't get it in.
Well, I appreciate that.
All right. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. On the YouTube, you can see the boys dancing. That's right. Josh is doing his variation of the paraplegic robot.
Oh, wait a minute. What's Willie doing?
What is that? Grab.
Oh, that's the
You gotta shake it a
like
little bit.
that.
What is that, a karate
That's
thing?
what I do on the dance floor. The ladies
kind
like
of a
it.
magician.
Yeah, kind of coming at you.
It's sort of a look over here, but eyes are over there.
Oh, man, the old misdirection.
That's nice.
There's Ace Cosby over there, our engineer, Chick McGee. This is Tom. That's Josh back from the cabin in the woods.
That's right. Thank you very much.
What did he do?
Christy Lee at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. And Pat Godwin is the guy in the blue shirt through the glass.
Not any blue, Tom. It's cobalt.
That
Well,
is
it's
a
vibrant
It is
cobalt.
a vibrant blue.
that is a deep blue. It looks very nice.
What material is that?
I don't know. It's kind of soft, wintry.
Is that flannel?
Feltish.
It looks like it was made during the Revolutionary War.
It really
It
does a little bit.
Yeah, it really highlights your dandruff.
It's about a quarter-inch thick.
Is that gingham, Pat?
Hey, all I'm telling you, don't stand behind somebody with a gray shirt today, okay? That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
The blue and gray.
Okay,
That's what he's going for there.
That's the second
North and South.
witty reference to the Civil War today. Oh, no, it's not. I'm sorry. It's just the second reference.
Will you calm down and have fun?
He's had way too much caffeine.
Please.
He's
I'm gonna
bouncing
do-
out of his
I'm
chair.
going to go get another one of these.
Oh, my God.
Attaboy.
Don't.
No.
You know they have
Your heart's
caffeine.
gonna explode.
They have
You realize
caffeine tablets. That's what you need to get up on top of.
No, I enjoy some coffee. Come
Take 6 of those. Wash them down with a Red Bull, will you?
Take a Sudafed and we'll talk to you later.
I want to see your heart up close. I mean, jump out of your chest and look at me.
Now,
You really have been hitting the caffeine a lot lately.
You mentioned Fred.
Mm-hmm.
And the Fred was what, the trainer of the rats? Is that who Fred was?
No,
Fred was
Fred
one of
was-
the rats. Freddie was one of the rats.
Freddie and Frankie are the
Freddie
two
and
rats.
Frankie
Freddie
were
and
the rats
Frankie.
Chick was
And now
talking
here's
about.
Freddie and the Dreamers.
No. I thought we'd play a tribute to the name Fred. Not a lot of little boys named Fred anymore.
No.
That's a good name.
Fred is a good name. Do you think it's because of Fred Flintstone?
No.
Yeah. You think it was on a list of yabba dabba do's and yabba dabba don'ts?
Know what
Is that what you think?
Yeah.
What do I do at this point?
You know
No,
what?
I honestly don't think it was because of Fred Flintstone.
I do.
Of course not. No.
Kids
You know,
that are naming kids right now
I don't think
even know who Fred Flintstone is.
Flintstone has been top of mind for 30 years.
Yeah.
I mean, the earnestness with which he asked that.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Yes.
saying
He was convinced.
I would think we'll have to look at some kind of graph.
Do you think there's some sort of ready, available infograph that says that the name Fred has dropped because of the Flintstones?
No. But you can go on
here's the
U.S.
cool
Census
thing.
and you can look at every name from
Here's
every
the
year.
cool thing about the internet, you can go on and you'll get an argument to support your wacky theory.
Oh,
You
Go
think
ahead.
the name Fred had an uptick when Fred Astaire was enough?
That's right. Fred Astaire.
I think it probably did, and you can find a graph. I'm just saying that I think the name Fred, when
Sweet
Fred
baby
Flintstone, the
Jesus.
Flintstones was a prime time television show.
I mean, but yes,
In
it
the
was.
60s.
But I mean,
Was
you
it
could go.
prime time?
But Fred Krueger was in the 80s. You could at least go, hey, I think Freddie
Freddy
Krueger.
Krueger might be more applicable.
Fred McMurray.
Fred Claus.
Come on.
Well, all I know is I just Googled Fred. Christy will back me up on this. The first thing that popped up was the name Fred Figglehorn.
Who's Fred Figglehorn?
He's
King of the Fugglehorn.
the character in an internet video series created by Lucas. I have no idea what that
See,
means.
there we go.
Well, while we look at this, I wanted to say here's a song about the name Fred. I had an Uncle Fred, great guy. We'll send this out to him wherever Orchestra, an arrangement by Steve Ali, and the Fred song.
So what'd you find out about Fred?
I found out that, the headline of this baby name chart, the headline is Farewell Fred and Florence. The name Fred, since 1907 has declined more than 56%.
You know, I bet Florence comes back with Florence Pugh. Because women love her.
Florence down almost 80%.
Yeah, I bet that changes.
Not just women, right?
Yeah, men and women love that.
The name Norman has declined 99%.
Norman.
Since 1907.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
That's not coming
Norman
back.
Bates
Norman fell then, huh?
Norman fell.
That's
interesting.
I think because Pat Godwin is the Norman Fell of our show. I think that's kind of nice that he.
Norman Fell is famous for being on what TV?
Mr. Roper, probably the most famous.
Three's Company.
And I believe he was on Dan August with Burt Reynolds.
Oh.
One of those shows you are aware of, Tom. Back in the 60s.
Never watched a second of it.
He's in the original Ocean's 11 as well.
Okay. So the use of the name Norman Fell
You're right,
is
he
quite
is.
clever, Pat.
One
Thank
of
you
the
very much.
few. One of the few is a complete sentence.
Right.
Norman Fell.
Norman Fell.
Yeah.
Or best. Is he all right?
Broke a hip.
So in any event, it's you just don't hear little kids with the name Fred anymore. It's a shame.
Well, you need to have another one. Name him Fred.
It's a cute name, isn't it?
I bet she doesn't let you.
Archer's,
Bet you're right.
Archer's getting too big to cuddle. Don't you need a baby?
Don't you need another one?
Oh, it's coming. It's on the way. It's down the pike.
He's got the fever.
Baby
fever.
And these kids, and I've got a 4-year-old now has opinions.
Because then you could always go, yes, 8 is enough. There, you can do that all the time. There you go.
Oh, Josh wasn't here for Tom's nickname.
Oh, yeah.
Nickname for his nickname?
Yeah,
or?
Three Mom Tom.
Three Mom Tom.
Who came up with that?
Some genius.
Tom's friend.
His best friend.
And we decided after a quick survey that that's not happening.
If that,
By the way,
it had been one of us, we wouldn't be on the show right now.
I have a survey of one, was it? Yeah.
Christy.
Hey, I got the other 2/3, and they love it. The other 2/3 absolutely love
There's
it.
a little bit of an issue with it at home.
Josh?
Yeah.
Be honest, did you and Sam sit around and laugh at that?
I mean, if I
He
talk
can't
to
sit
Sam,
around
I'm
with
sure.
Sam because Sam won't let Willie be in his presence without a
mask.
without a respirator on.
No, we hang out outside. It's really fun. But no, yeah, Three Mom Tom, I mean, in the group chat without you, we are having a blast with that one.
I bet so.
The amount of Griswold group chats there are, you guys have no idea.
Oh, I can imagine. There's
A lot of exclusion. Arnold, the name Arnold, Josh.
Yeah.
Down 94% since 1907.
Oh, yeah. Benedict really.
I don't think it's the last name. You can't, right?
Yeah. And I would imagine Josh, I'm sure, is way up.
Joshua, yes,
Well,
of
it's,
course.
I mean, listen to Joshua.
biblical name.
Joshua.
Yeah, it's good stuff, isn't it?
Joshua Matthew, get in here.
Oh, good Lord. Things just twitched.
Things are moving.
Well, sphincter.
Why do you go there?
Well, he knows my
Well, that was the
proclivities.
name of Josh's high school
Just a ball of
acapella
nerves,
band.
right,
Yeah.
John?
Sphincter twitch.
The twitching.
They did Christian rock primarily. They opened for Donnie Baker, I think, once with Mucus Plug. Give me the teaser, Christy.
Let's see. Coming up, we have breast milk in the news. We have ashes that are lost. And burritos in the news today.
And up next, it's the all-new, this is so exciting, Omaha Steaks presents the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day.
Tasty.
With a special Omaha Steaks offer that is no joke. And with Ace, his joke may not be one either.
That wasn't very nice.
But
Historically accurate?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, Ace. I'm sure it'll be brilliant.
Well, let's just wait and see.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Monday, September 28th, 2020. Thanks for joining us here on the Bob and Tom Show. I'm Mark Allison, and we've got Brett Terhune and Reno Collier zooming their way in socially distanced. Josh Arnold back from vacation. We're all skating at full strength. It's a beautiful Monday, and we're glad you could be here with us. We'll have more of the Bob and Tom Show coming up right after this.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. President Donald Trump is pushing for quick confirmation of his Supreme Court nominee, Amy Coney Barrett, while his Democratic rival Joe Biden imploring the Senate to delay voting until after the November 3rd election. A federal judge Sunday postponed a Trump administration order that would have banned the popular video sharing app TikTok from the U.S. smartphone app stores around midnight. A more comprehensive ban remains scheduled for November, about a week after the presidential election. The ruling followed an emergency hearing Sunday morning in which lawyers for TikTok argued the administration's App Store ban would infringe on First Amendment rights and do irreparable harm to the business. And authorities in North Carolina report one person wounded in a shooting at a Halloween haunted house attraction. Investigators arrested 5 juveniles and seized 3 guns after responding to a report of shots fired at the Reaper's Realm haunted house in China Grove. The fights broke out among a crowd of about 1,000 people at the attraction, a scene the sheriff's office described as chaotic. One person was treated at a hospital for a gunshot wound. The person, by the way, has since been released. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
My dad did not give me the talk about the birds and the bees. But no, I think my older brother kind of took care of that job for me.
Gotcha.
Did anyone else think it was, urine? I always thought you.
I did when I.
Yeah, you peed inside the girl. That's what I thought.
Why don't we move on?
I did.
What? I think we all yes. Everybody did. Ace did. I did.
Yeah, you're
This is not really helping.
What the hell's this stuff?
This is great shit.
What the hell is this stuff?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
o'clock at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
And he's back, and there's a lot of action, right, Josh?
That's right. Tonight, Kansas City at Baltimore, and FanDuel Sportsbook throwing gas on this barn burner with a $10 risk-free same-game parlay. FanDuel's same-game parlay, where you combine multiple bets into a single parlay. When all the legs of your parlay hit, you win even more than if you bet separately. And if you don't win, FanDuel refunds your bet up to $10 in site credit, so go big. FanDuel Sportsbook, man, oh man, make your same-game parlay for tonight's Kansas City versus Baltimore game. If you're new to FanDuel, download the app, sign up with promo code WFBQ. That's promo code WFBQ. You must be 21 and older and present in Indiana. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
Woo! Good job.
Yeah, don't be intimidated. Have some fun.
Yeah.
Don't be intimidated by all those
I
terms.
bet you will.
It's all explained. Right now, Christy, a very quick forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Cloudy, rainy, 67, 59 now.
We need the rain. Happy to be here. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Wait a minute. There it is. It's in the air. It's that sound. The sound of the...
You know...
Just say what you're going to say.
You embellishing here really doesn't help the process of moving the show along. Because you're going to spend 20 minutes on introducing us, and then we're going to have to take a break again. You see what the problem is.
I was going to introduce you.
Well, that's fine. Cut where you can.
Chick McGee's name will not be spoken.
You just said it.
Good job.
After this. Josh, Christy, Willie, Pat Godwin, this is Tom speaking. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a stellar, something brand new. Omaha Steaks.
Chippy? I know.
Omaha Steaks has stepped up. Go to omahasteaks.com. Enter the code BTS in the search bar. Why? Oh, it's the new Butcher's Bestsellers package today. And Omaha Steaks is presenting the Ace Cosby joke of the day. By the way, did I mention you get 2 pounds of premium ground beef free with your order? That's right. That's right. The Butcher's Bestseller. Omahasteaks.com. Enter BTS in the search bar. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Some exclusive offers not available anywhere else. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, or a don't, it's the Ace Cosby joke of the day.
Chippy, calm down. It'll be over in a minute.
It's a commentary on contemporary culture with our engineer, Ace Cosby.
How do 2 German cowboy car enthusiasts greet each other?
Let me get a pen and paper.
Wait a minute. How do two German cowboy
I hate it already.
car enthusiasts greet each other?
Howdy, partner.
Howdy, partner. Howdy, partner.
At least you pronounced it correctly. Howdy, not Audi.
I enjoyed it.
Oh, it took me forever to get it. Then it kind of paid off.
It's nice.
That was nice.
Howdy, partner.
Howdy, partner.
It's so specific. There's so many.
Some might say convoluted.
Some might say clunky.
The setup had a lot of detail, kind of an internal callback to itself.
Yeah.
Very,
You
very
heard
nice.
the expression, that joke has no fat on it. That joke, little baby fat. It's got a little
setup.
chubby
You
face.
need it all, though. You can't take any of that out there.
No, because then it wouldn't work.
They got to be German. They got to be cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to be car enthusiasts.
Yeah.
Or they don't have to be German. They just have to be German car enthusiasts.
Yes.
Right.
German car.
So they could be cowboys that are enthusiastic about cars made in Germany.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's
Because if you said,
that's too clunky.
What would how would 2 German cowboys greet each other? That would probably be Heil Hitler.
Oh, gosh.
See, that'd be different, right?
Maybe if they were cowboys in 1937.
Or Heil Hitler, y'all, or something like that. You know,
y'all.
Chick.
None of
Are
this is
cowboys exclusive to us, to the United States?
No, they started
there's
in
gauchos.
the Pampas, right? Yeah,
Oh,
where the
gauchos, yeah, you're
were.
right.
Yeah, we all learned about
Argentina.
that in one of those grades.
Terrible Steely Dan album with that title.
Oh, no,
Oh,
Gaucho's
I
great.
disagree.
Oh,
What's wrong
Babylon
with you?
Sisters.
Oh, that's a great
Are you
song.
kidding?
Suck.
Babylon
Their worst album.
Sisters. Shake it.
Oh, I love that song.
Somebody shake it, baby.
Shake it, baby. Now, let's see. We were going to revisit
agree to
the
disagree.
news desk with Christy Lee. And what's happening over there at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk?
Well, thank you for asking, Tom. A New York man is fighting to keep a giant wooden penis sculpture on his lawn.
Is that right?
Jamie Gagne said he first crafted the nearly 7-foot-tall, anatomically correct statue back in June as a form of protest
I want to see
against
him
bureaucratic
out in his yard rubbing on the
red tape that prevented him from obtaining a permit to complete a shed outside his home in Wilton, New York.
Some linseed oil on there, Tommy.
It is okay, here it is.
He was arrested on charges of displaying offensive sexual material, and on Tuesday he pleaded not guilty to those charges in court. Gagne intends to fight the charges and said his lawyer is pretty confident the law doesn't even apply and that this is very clearly a First Amendment issue.
Looks like he lives in the middle of the woods. It's a very wooded area, and he's got 2 boulders at the bottom of this phallic-like structure, which would appear to have a sort of a circumcised hood on it.
Oh, boy.
And he's got next to it 2 American flags.
Mm-hmm.
All right. USA. It's a big one.
And the boulders are acting as testicles?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I see.
I see.
And so he's in a dispute with the
They're
neighbors.
doing a good job acting, too. They really are.
So he must have an HOA or something, or the city.
They're not going to let him build his shed or something.
Yeah,
Now,
that's what it said.
Has the city said, hey, you have to take this thing down? Or?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's saying no. So it'll get smaller, though, as the temperatures drop.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
That going.
Do not Google search wooden penis. You get a picture of a little monkey.
You know, George Washington's first fake penis was wood.
Oh,
Did you know
was
that?
it?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Martha was rather upset.
Yeah, the splinters are a
More
bitch.
lacquer.
Or linseed.
Is this for teeth, not for that? Yeah, well, the guy apparently is a carpenter, but he said this is his first foray into sculpting. Did a nice job, though.
When I was a kid, I had a lot of fun making big snow penises in the wintertime.
Yeah.
You make, you roll a big ball. That's ball number 1. Ball number 2. You get a couple 3 balls for the shaft, and then you kind of chisel them down with a snow shovel.
I got you.
We made a really big one in your yard. You loved it. Remember that?
Of course.
And this thing was 15 feet long. It was.
Put a little hat on.
Oh yeah, no, it was impressive. It was
But
big.
see, they would make. To be clear, they weren't like a snowman. They weren't vertical.
They were not vertical. That would have been impossible.
They were on the ground.
Almost like if you're making a sand turtle.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
So they were laying down.
flaccid.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
No, they weren't flaccid.
No, yeah, they were going.
They were huge.
It was.
But they were, Pat, you're familiar with
Not huge. I'm not familiar with that.
with the horizontal position. I know.
Vertical.
Yeah. So these were
you
vascular, were they?
So you wouldn't necessarily see them if you were driving down the road.
Not if you were driving by.
What you're saying.
But no, there was, if the leaves fell a little late that year, there would maybe be some foliage around parts of the snow. It was cool.
Yeah.
It was
So
good.
as a dad, I'm thinking, well done.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that's the hardest I've ever worked in my life was making that snow penis.
All right.
We were talking about names. Earlier in the show, we were talking about names, and I speculated that the name Fred is less popular
Because
Fred Flintstone.
All right. There's going to be no convincing him otherwise.
No,
It's in his head
absolutely
now.
I think certain names.
Here we go.
For example, I bet the name Katrina has fallen way.
Well, we know it has.
yes.
Yes.
Well,
Of course.
that makes sense,
Right.
Tom. That doesn't
And it's current.
validate your Fred Flintstone argument, you
Just
lunatic.
saying. Are you saying if someone had a baby in 1964 when the number
In
1 TV show was
64?
the Flintstones?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, are there a lot of...
They didn't name a lot of kids
I bet
Bam
this just
Bam
happens.
either.
I would also speculate that the name Barney
Yeah?
has fallen into disfavor.
Well, I say more Barney Fife than Barney Rubble.
I was going to say more Barney the dinosaur.
Yeah, see?
I think between the 3 of those, I think Barney's probably out. Can you name a single Barney?
Barney Miller.
Well,
Barney Frank, but he would have preceded.
They're all.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I don't know a current Barney. No.
Are there
Barney.
Young Barneys that we don't know about?
I don't.
Wasn't that the character's name in
How I Met Your Mother?
Yes.
Yes, I believe so. Maybe.
Yeah. I think his name was Barney.
Tom, your thoughts on that?
Possibly the worst sitcom in the last.
Easily one of, and I know.
Let's try to make friends with a really unappealing cast.
I wish I liked it.
ridiculously cast.
Because Tom, you and I are in the minority.
I
People
know.
really like it, and I gave it 6 solid chances. 2.5 hours of my life.
And you're mad about it.
Yeah. Does the math work there?
A stupid premise.
Yeah.
A stupid premise with
Number
no,
1
no
Barney,
payoff.
most famous Barney, number 1 Barney is Barney Frank. There you go. Number 2, Barney Kessel.
Who the hell's that?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Some guitarist.
Yeah, he was the guitarist for Primus.
I got a Barney Bubbles. Barney Oldfield.
Oh, well, of course, yeah.
Race car driver, before they invented the wheel.
That's right. Barney Fife. A lot of these Barneys, they don't actually have photo. They have photo of not available. Is what they have. Barney
Because
Martin.
photo not invented.
Barney Martin. He played Jerry's dad on Seinfeld for a little bit.
It's so out of fashion. I'm surprised maybe some hip hop guy doesn't try to make it cool again.
The name Barney? Barney Ice.
Lil Barney.
Oh, Barney Ice. I like that.
Why would a hip hop guy name himself Barney?
To be hip, because it's so unhip.
So cornball.
Sure, yeah. I don't know. Maybe, yeah. I don't.
B.I.G. Barney or something.
The notorious Barn.
Barney.
The notorious B.A.R.N.
I don't know, Barn.
Hey, Barney.
I'm sorry.
Snoop Barney Barn.
Big in the country.
Now, Christy,
What?
did you see the thing that I just printed about the burrito?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, isn't this
Taco Bell's decided to get rid of those now, have they?
No, not Josh.
I want those potatoes
I'm
back.
glad you're sitting down. This is this is in the world of culinary invention.
Oh no! What have they done?
A new product called the Burrito Pop is a dedicated burrito holder that has promised to make eating them less messy. A large plastic tube offers a twistable bottom, the
wait a
patented burrito elevator that allows the user to twist up their food as they would like lip balm.
Or a push pop.
Like this.
No.
Like a
Okay.
tube of chapstick.
Love
Maybe
it.
like this.
I'm looking at the video. This thing is the size of a thermos.
Great idea.
It looks completely ridiculous. And the woman eating it, the way she's mowing on that thing, it looks pornographic.
This promises to keep the burrito warm while the user's hands are spared any dripping, oozing, or spilling, which is a problem, you have to admit.
It is.
No, I don't think burritos are the problem. Tacos are a problem.
Well, that is a problem.
That's a problem.
Lettuce,
Burritos
lettuce,
can be a
cheese
problem.
everywhere.
The tube is microwave and dishwasher safe. A Kickstarter campaign to fund the Burrito Pop has already raised over $23,000, far above its goal of $10,000. And it's expected. What would you pay for a Burrito Pop?
I don't like the product, but yeah, $20 maybe.
Yeah, $20 at most.
$9.99.
$50.
I'm out.
Yeah, no one's.
I could use an old Pringles can.
So these also, it's my favorite kind of burrito is a burrito with sauce on it. This is for like a Chipotle or Qdoba style burrito. And that you already have that with the tortilla.
Exactly.
The first bite you bring it.
No, I disagree.
Sometimes the integrity of the burrito ain't there.
And it squeezes out the bottom.
This thing,
especially the Taco Bell
this is like a big fat thermos. She can't get her hand all the way around it.
No.
And she's twisting the bottom.
Speak slower.
It's business. I mean, it just looks completely ridiculous. Plus, it's giant. You'd have to carry this around, and you'd have to have a purse the size of a suitcase.
You leave it in your car. And then when you get a drive-through burrito, you can show up to that business meeting.
You're supposed to leave burritos
sour cream free
in the car overnight anyway, right? Before you eat it.
What?
Well, see, I in the car, something I have in a car. I guess it would be okay, but it's still huge. It's thicker than a football.
Really?
It's this giant.
Where are they getting their burritos?
Yeah, no joke.
It's as big as your head.
Burritos as big as your head. I mean,
Christy,
those are
look
big.
at this. This is
being
pornographic.
very optimistic.
Look at this.
I have a system for this.
Watch this woman stuff her face into this thing. Look at this.
Oh, that's
No, wait, no, look at that angle.
Remember when Speedy Gonzalez wished for a burrito and the genie cruelly just attached it to his nose, and so he had a burrito nose?
No, I don't
I think that was on Daffy Duck's Fantastic Island. A terrific film.
Largely overlooked by the Academy.
Yes.
I don't see this being a success.
No,
I don't think
They do show, now here you go, they show someone in a car eating a burrito.
Yes.
So that's the idea.
Could you also put a hot dog in there?
Oh, you know what I had yesterday?
It would be floating around like Tom Arnold inside Roseanne.
Let me tell you something. Whatever you had yesterday, you better have eaten all of it.
A bacon-wrapped hot dog on
those
the
are good.
grill.
Sounds
I'd never
amazing.
had that before.
I have had
On a
that.
bun?
And
I did not eat the bun.
if you do that, Christy, the bacon wrapped hot dog, you put cheese.
Really?
Oh yeah.
A hot
cheese on
dog without a bun is not a hot dog.
Yes, it is.
It's a wiener. No, it's not.
It is a wiener.
It's just a wiener.
Because it's funnier to say that you ate a wiener.
And we have a new series coming up with photographs. What's it called? Which one's the wiener? With Christy. No.
What's in her mouth now?
No, you may have to sign some papers.
I should have not said that.
Yes, Christy, put the blindfold on.
Now this is going to feel like a wall with a glory hole.
Well, did you hear how she answered? Somebody else told her it wasn't a hot dog too, though. So that's,
when we
you're
come
real
back,
defensive about it not being a hot dog.
when we come back, we have our tribute to hot dogs, of course, and why the name Barney is no longer all that popular.
This is nice.
Doesn't that make you feel good?
What about Bertha? Earth is not famous, but no, there's
the
no
Grateful Dead
negative.
song. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
Jim Gaffigan there. I'm Mark Allison. Thanks so much for joining us on a Monday, September 28th. Bob and Tom Show. Brett Terhune and Reno Collier all coming in via the Zoom module, and we'll look forward to hearing what they have to say. Hope you had a great weekend with your friends and family or whatever you had to do over the weekend, and we're even more glad that you're here with us on a Monday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Taylor Swift has beat Whitney Houston as the woman with the most cumulative weeks at number one on the Billboard 200 album chart. Swift's Folklore album returns to the top spot this week after moving another 84,000 units. That gives her 47 cumulative weeks in the number one slot, beating Houston's 46. The act with the most cumulative weeks at number one would be the Beatles with 132. Elvis has the most for a male act and for a solo act with 67. Carrie Underwood will look on her My Gift album, not only as her holiday album, but her pandemic album. She says her writing sessions with collaborators on Zoom were tough because if there was even a half-second delay, it was difficult to sing along with anything. Her duet with John Legend on a song called Hallelujah was all done via email. My Gift is out now. And a film about singer Shane MacGowan of the Pogues is won a prize at Spain's San Sebastian International Film Festival. The documentary, Crock of Gold, A Few Rounds with Shane MacGowan, took the special jury prize. Johnny Depp, who's been friends with MacGowan for decades, produced the film. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Bob. What are you doing out here?
Same thing you're doing. You got a light?
We are smoking in front of the building. We are standing, we are talking, but mostly we are smoking. We are smoking in front of the building. We are smoking in front of the building. We are puffing, we are gagging, we are happy because we're smoking. We are smoking in front of the building. Hacking, wheezing, barely breathing, choking, croaking. We love smoking.
I met a girl from another office. She's a smoker, just like me. Now we're dating and we're smoking. We're smoking in front of the building.
Smoking in front of the building, and we smell like we've been camping. It could be raining, it could be snowing, but we're smoking in front of the building. Hacking, wheezing, barely breathing, choking, croaking. We love smoking.
I never was a smoker until I looked outside. They were smoking while I was working. So now I'm smoking in front of the building.
We are smoking in front of the building, and the ashtrays are overflowing. We are smoking instead of working. We are smoking in front of the building. We are smoking in front of the building. We are standing, we are talking, but mostly we are smoking. We are smoking in front of the building. in front of the building.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
Horse racing, you said? You're from Kentucky. You love horse racing. Love
horse
the
racing
ponies.
is my passion. The only sport that I really love is horse racing. I've owned a couple horses. We're purchasing one now. In fact, a 2-year-old colt.
Cool.
I don't know if you all know this.
8:21 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
It certainly is. Thank you very much. And here's the weather with rain in it.
Yes, Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Rainy today. Look for a high of 67, partly cloudy overnight, low 47. And then a lot of sunshine tomorrow, high 64, 59, and some light rain right now.
Thank you very much. Beer, booze, and wings. The title says it all. It's coming up October 10th at the beautiful Rathskeller Beer Garden. It'll be a great evening, and there'll be beer, booze, and wings. Details, Q95.com. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Once again, happy to be here. I look around the room. I see Josh is back.
Hi, everybody.
Josh is vacation in the mountains. There's Pat. There's Ace. I'm Tom. That's Chick. There's Willie G. Christie, of course, is at her post, the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. And if you missed it, we had the Ace Cosby joke of the day brought to you by Omaha Steaks.
Audi, partner.
Audi, partner, was the punchline. It's a rather elaborate joke involving German automobiles and cowboys.
Is it Audi or Audi?
In this case, it has to be Audi.
It's Audi.
Because the joke would be
Audi's hillbilly.
Audi partner would be
That's
weird.
a nice Audi.
You could try it with BMW or Volkswagen, or I suppose Opel, all German vehicles.
Opel.
Doesn't this look like you should visit Ireland?
We have been joined via the screen thing. Zoom. Is this a Zoom?
Screen
with comedian Brent Terhune.
Hey guys,
Brent.
What do you want?
Yeah, your thoughts, smart guy.
Shot. The beard looks good. You've trimmed it back a little bit. It's no longer
Thank you.
No longer
Yeah.
pointy and weird.
I was going to say the sting of last time's appearance finally went away, so I decided to come back for more of that.
Hey,
I have not mentioned a word about
using your
beard.
hands. How far down has your beard gone? What's the record? Can you recall?
Probably collarbone, maybe.
Maybe six inches down? Okay, collarbone.
Yeah, it
Wow.
was very scruffy.
That's impressive.
It's always looked good, in my opinion. You have a mean beard.
And it's very well maintained.
Yes.
It's
It's
a lot
never
of oils and balms going in there.
Right. He puts the work in.
Yeah.
I still
Not
hate
a
it.
product.
Beard wax.
Thank you, Christy. Good to see you too.
I've always.
And what's under the beard?
Do you use a product in this bushy beard?
Yeah, you get like a beard oil, and that's all kinds of, I guess, essential oils. It's the price of printer ink, so it's really convenient to buy.
You ever get beard dandruff? I'll get that every now and again. I have to use a special Cremo wash. Yeah.
Because your face gets dry underneath there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's where the beard
what
oil
a bunch of
comes in.
pussies. Seriously, can you imagine guys during World War II? they're getting shelled, and the guy goes, "Hey Brent, since we haven't been able to shave because of the bombing and everything, did you ever get?"
Hey, Brent, before you run out of the trench right here, just dust your shoulder off a little bit.
You got a little beard.
You don't want to die with dandruff on your shoulder. Now, Brent recently received some accolades from a couple of magazines, including Newsweek.
Never heard of it.
News what?
Comedians to watch. Now, you have released a new album, and as they say, your album is dropping. Which to me sounds like you put it out and it's failed to sell. It will be released, as they say, October 2nd on Apple Music, Spotify, and Pandora, and it's called Bluff Creek. Tell me why Bluff Creek?
I have a joke on there about Bigfoot hunting, and if you guys have all seen that footage of Bigfoot walking across the creek, that's actually called Bluff Creek. So I decided to name it something where I had to have a long explanation that accompanied the title.
All right, yeah.
So,
do you believe in Bigfoot?
I like to, but there's I don't know. everybody's got a camera phone in their pocket, and we still don't have any better footage than the one time he walked across that creek.
There's some other compelling footage out there, but
I mean, just see him. Did you get back on your trip and you saw him?
No, he doesn't. Sasquatch doesn't really frequent
the Smoky Mountains.
Yeah, not as much as the Pacific Northwest. But you don't have the wherewithal to necessarily take your phone. You see, I mean, if you were to encounter a bear in the woods, would you have the wherewithal to take your phone out and take?
Yes, many people do. We have lots and lots of footage of it.
I don't know.
Now, there are a lot more bears than Bigfoot.
How come it's never Mrs. Bigfoot?
We don't know that.
Big feet?
I'm sure there are some big feet females.
Apparently, to get nerdy about it, that is a female Bigfoot in that video, Tom. So
you don't see a big dick swinging around. Sorry.
True enough.
I meant to say.
Wow. Welcome back.
Wow. You really haven't been around people for a while.
Who would have thought?
I should be the guy.
Interested in finding out what unemployment is like.
Sorry, I meant to say something else.
Wow. Maybe meant to say that you don't see two giant Bigfoot boobs.
Yeah, no, so it's hard to tell.
Lady
whether
Bigfoot.
Oh God.
I think you absolutely meant to say.
I think you meant it too.
Well, I wouldn't have guessed that would be you, Josh, and not me that would have said that. But here we are.
Look at Brent. He's got a lot of toys behind him. Are you a toy collector?
Yeah, a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, they're adult action figures. No.
Is the one directly behind your head, is that Bob Ross, the painter?
Yeah, right here,
Yeah,
Bob Ross.
yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's Bob Ross.
That's funny. That's cool. I didn't know they had a action figure.
Huh.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's very nice.
Adult
Bob Ross.
action figures.
They're just toys, Christy. That's what I try to class it up a little bit. But no, you had to say, oh, they're toys.
Well, I'm sorry.
Well,
She hates you and your hobby.
I don't hate you.
Yeah.
I think you're a fabulous comedian. I think you're a wonderful human being.
And you're
Just hate the beard.
married, right?
Okay,
I'm a married guy. Yes, actually, I my wife and I. Sorry to go Borat on you, but
My wife.
we did meet the guy that took the Bigfoot video, and he rather than
Gimli or the
be
other
in the
one?
middle of the picture, he slid into the middle of the picture, or he put my wife in the middle of the picture, and then he had his hand a little bit above her butt. So,
oh my goodness.
I know. So I guess if I was going to get cucked by anybody, I'm glad it's the Bigfoot man.
Yeah. He's almost famous.
There you go.
You know who my wife slept with was the Bigfoot man.
Would you rather have it him or the Bigfoot? I guess it wouldn't be Bigfoot because we've already established from Josh that she would have been impaled by Bigfoot.
There's no coming back from that.
Member of
No. Once you go Bigfoot,
the prodigious tumescent member.
I wonder if a
that he's
Bigfoot-
swinging.
I wonder if Bigfoot's attracted to females. So,
there is
is there a porn?
There is Bigfoot erotica out there. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
Whoa.
unsettling.
That doesn't sound. Can you imagine if you were a psychiatrist and it's the same old boring suburban stuff every day, and then some woman comes in and starts telling you that she's having an affair with Bigfoot?
Yes.
Oh, it'd be great.
As soon as she leaves after the first session, you'd call all your psychologist buddies. You're not going to believe this.
Jackpot.
I got a live one.
I just bought a lake house.
Brett Terhune is our guest. He is the comedian behind the new, soon-to-be-released Bluff Creek. What other things do you discuss on the record, the recording?
The recording.
The recording.
Well, it's not a CD anymore. It's an album. It's a collection.
You could call it an album.
It's a live performance.
Alexander Graham Bell is on there, and he says, "Come here, I want to speak to you." He's on that, and then
You should release it on
the
a
humanity.
cone. Yeah.
All the classics.
Yeah. Funny stuff.
Mary Had a Little Lamb. All of the classic recorded things. Other topics of interest to you?
Well, you were talking earlier, I think last break, about names that you don't hear very much. And I mean, you don't hear Brent very often either. You know, I was in Des Moines, Iowa, and this guy came up to me and he said, I'm also a Brent, and I didn't believe him because he was a black man. And he showed me his license, and it was Brent. So I have met a black Brent, which is odd. You don't get a lot of street cred with that name is what I'm saying, you know.
Probably not.
Yeah, Brent.
No,
sounds kind of preppy.
Yeah. Brent Wood.
Brent looks like the type of guy that would help you at a store even though he doesn't work there.
Oh, yeah. That Brent's a friendly fellow.
I have a lot of trouble with Brent and Brett. I get them confused all the time. I can
get
never
Brett
remember.
or there's
I can't
Trent.
think of any famous Brents except maybe the keyboard player for the Grateful Dead who's no longer alive. He was
I'm him then.
Musburger?
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Brent Musburger.
Yeah, there you go. In the world of sports, but that's about it. So, Brent, you're going to have to carry the.
What do you think it is that's putting off people from naming it? Is it the NT, that combo that sort of makes people nervous?
What is wrong with you?
I'm just asking if that's the UNT.
His name isn't Immanuel Kant. It's a philosopher.
It's Kant.
Not in Josh's world. It's a swinging.
Oh, hey.
Brent, let's see. So we've established the fact that you're married.
Married guy.
No kids? Do you have dogs, cats, anything like that?
2 cats, and I told you last time we 2 cats, and one we call Soup Cat because whenever you make a bowl of soup or cereal, you leave it on the counter for upwards of 1.2 seconds to get a spoon. You turn back around and he's dipping his paw in your soup. So he's like, I'm not going to eat this, but neither are you. So,
what are the names of the cats again?
There's Margie. She's named after Marge Simpson, and Soup Cat.
Oh, okay. So not soupy or.
We do go soupy occasionally if I'm feeling affectionate, and then he corrects me, usually.
In honor of the great Soupy Sales, Chick McGee, you want to do one of your impressions?
That was his puppet voice, White Fang and Blacktooth, or it was Black Fang and White
Sales in here.
You
he
did?
was ancient.
I don't remember that.
Oh, just an old Soupy Sales.
It was a great honor.
Oh, sure.
Great honor to meet the Soupy Sales. Do you know who Soupy Sales was, Brent?
Remember he had a little lion puppet? Remember that?
Probably.
Yeah, he had that lion puppet, Tom.
You're lying.
See?
Okay. All right.
There you go.
Willie, do you know who Soupy Sales is?
I mean, half the time you guys are talking about people, I just kind of check out. I've got no idea.
He was one of the early television kind of kids comedians.
Yeah.
He did that dollar thing.
He's famous for
a Pee Wee Herman type, maybe that kind of thing.
Yeah, that era. But I mean,
not that era, but that.
But I mean, the era that Pee Wee is kind of
mimicking.
Yes. Yeah. He was famous for telling, allegedly, I assume it's a true story, telling kids to go into their dad's wallet and send him the green stuff.
And they did.
Posted a P.O. box, which I think
Did that work?
Yes.
Did it really?
All too successfully.
Yeah, famous story. He got in trouble.
Oh, man.
Okay, well, Brent. It's good to
Soupy
see you
Sales
again.
sounds like an industry that's no longer a job anymore. I'm in Soupy Sales.
Oh, yeah. Those, ever since they went to cans.
That was the worst, man.
Campbell's is killing me.
Here's a true story. You've got your Bob Ross puppet in back of you, whatever little statuette.
It's a puppet statue. It's a puppet statue.
What is wrong with you?
Action figure,
It's a
whatever. And I guess
marionette pop figure. That's what it is, Tom.
But Bob Ross, besides being, he had his, of course, famous painting show.
Mm-hmm.
But am I correct in saying, wasn't he either a Marine or an Army drill sergeant prior to that?
Yeah, and he said, I guess that's why he spoke so softly. He said he got tired. He didn't want to yell ever again.
But apparently he wanted to get rid of the fro.
Oh, really?
And
that's his trademark.
But his advisor said, no, that's your thing. That's your
look.
trademark.
It's your brand, buddy.
Yeah.
I think what he did is he got the perm or whatever because it was a cheap thing that you could have for a lot of episodes, and then people got attached to the hair, and you can't go back once you establish a haircut.
Because the white man's fro got real popular there mid 70s. A lot of you'll see photographs like Don Henley had one, and a bunch of
Donald Duck Dunn.
white artists.
Yes.
But
I remember that.
you could do that, Brent. You could do the fro thing. You got a nice red beard. You got a red
beard.
You could become Red Fro.
Oh, how about Red Fro?
Sounds kind of like
Robert Redfro.
Yeah, that sounds like a character Scooby Doo would introduce. With his new album, Bluff Creek, it's Redfro. Retro.
That's a great idea. Things are going so well. Time to rebrand.
Yes. You're welcome. Okay, well, we got to run here. The reason I'm pausing to say Brent, because now you got Brett in my head.
I know it happens to me with everyone. And if you're a Brent or a Brett, I apologize in advance because I'm going to probably screw.
Just got to hit that NT there. That yeah.
You're gonna double up on that joke, aren't you? You're already.
I don't learn much.
Okay, thanks. Our best to your wife, Brent.
Thank
Best
you.
of luck
She
with
says
Bluff
hello.
Creek. Okay.
And my album comes out this Friday. Also, I'm doing a live virtual stand-up show you can watch on this Friday as well. It's called What on Flat Earth? ? Your tickets at rushtix.com.
Okay. There's very compelling evidence out there that the Earth is indeed flat.
Oh, really? Is there?
Fascinating stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, if you'd like to join the rest of the illiterati with Josh.
Illiterati.
Was it Rush Tix? What was it again?
Yeah, Rush, like the band, TIX.com.
Okay, thanks very much. Brent. With a nint.
Yeah, there you go.
Just a nint of nint.
Do you take pride in ruining everything?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Join the illiterati.
Why?
Okay, thanks, Brent.
See you, man. Brent.
Thanks, guys. Good to see you.
You too.
Christy, give me the teaser, please.
Coming up, we have a lady searching for her mom's ashes. We have a beaver terrorizing a neighborhood on a Good Neighbor Day.
Damn beaver.
And if you'd like to buy a part of an airliner, Qantas Airlines has something for you.
Okay, great. Now, right now I want to ask you about ED. If you've got erectile dysfunction, you don't want to go to the family doctor. It's an awkward conversation. But you've been reading about and hearing about these miraculous pharmaceuticals for years now. Well, Roman, R-O-M-A-N, Roman is a distributor of various pharmaceuticals, and the real stuff, I guess, is the best way to put it. You'll be connected on your phone or on your laptop with a healthcare professional who can prescribe these real medications. It's simple, safe, and totally discreet, and that's the key. And by the way, Roman, famous for their free 2-day shipping. Now, listen to this offer. With Roman, you get a chance to go online, and you'll have a free online evaluation and ongoing care for ED, once again, from the privacy of your own home. And a healthcare professional will work with you. So you just go to getroman.com/wood. That's GETROMAN. Getroman.com/wood for the free online visit, and followed by, if you're a candidate for one of these pharmaceuticals, free 2-day shipping. And right now, if you go to getroman.com/wood, if approved, you'll get $15 off your first order of ED treatment. That's right. Getroman.com/wood for $15 off. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you and get part of your life back. Getroman.com/wood. Coming up, Good Beavers Gone Bad. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Stay tuned. Who knows who will be next on the Bob and Tom Track Phone Hotline? This is the Bob and Tom Show. Bob and Tom 24/7.
If you missed today's show, we'll replay the show all day. That's right. Beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern, Christopher will host Bob and Tom's all-day replay starting at 1 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you're tuned in. That's 10 a.m. Pacific for those of you on the West Coast. We'll replay today's show back-to-back and then again back-to-back right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. More of the show coming up.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. All the playoff matches in Major League Baseball have been set. The expanded 16-team field filled out on the final day of this pandemic-altered season. The Brewers have a playoff spot despite a losing record, and so does Houston. St. Louis Cardinals also advanced with a win. Best of 3 wild card round begins Tuesday. 4 American League games. In a marquee matchup, Shane Bieber of the Indians faces Garrett Cole of the Yankees. National League games start Wednesday. Brewers play at Dodger Stadium. There will be no fans permitted in ballparks for the opening round. NBA Eastern Conference Finals, your champion last night, Miami, beating Boston 125-113. That sets up this year's NBA in the Bubble championship between the Miami Heat and the Los Angeles Lakers. NFL teams winners yesterday: Pittsburgh, Tennessee, Chicago, Cleveland, New England, Buffalo, San Francisco, Indianapolis, Carolina, Tampa Bay, Detroit, Seattle, and Green Bay. And Cincinnati and Philadelphia go to a 23-overtime tie. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Of course, there's some super hot tattoos on chicks. I think them underboob tattoos are fire-ass hot.
Oh, yeah?
Unfortunately, I was with a chick that had an overboob tattoo. She didn't think it out good because at the time it looked like the golden arches at McDonald's. My cousin Heath told me she lost her house when she got sued for copyright infringement. I swear to God.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Money good. Bills bad. Beer good. Hangover bad. Sex good. Rash bad. Mobile home good. Tornado bad. Grandma good. Tongue kiss bad. Song good. Cellulite bad. Chili festival good. Ride home bad. Hooters good. Cracker Barrel bad. Lobster good. Crabs bad. One night stand good. Stay for breakfast bad. Zeppelin good. NSYNC bad. All right. Pamela Lee good. Janet Reno bad. KY Jelly good. Dry Dock bad. Porno movie good. Starring wife bad. Spanking good. Kicking balls bad.
Okay.
Miniskirt good. Penis underneath bad. Lyrics good. Banjo bad.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Yes, I have been doing lots of research, and now if you tell me who your favorite band is, or what your favorite movie is, or even what your favorite book is, I can tell you what you are saying about yourself.
Okay, Christy, can we start with you? Do you mind? Christy,
All right,
favorite
My
band?
favorite movie.
Is
Man,
it
no
Roadhouse?
movie.
Did we say?
Not Roadhouse.
Okay,
That's
not
the movie
Roadhouse.
that you can't turn away from.
Favorite movie?
My favorite movie.
Yes.
Breakfast at Tiffany with
Oh,
Audrey
my
Hepburn.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, boy, that's going to be a really mean one for me to start out on. I can
Ooh.
tell you what you're saying about yourself is I'm not nearly as cute as I think I am. That's what that says about you. It's awful. It's
okay.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I hate to start off on such a mean note.
I got you. How about your favorite band, Christy?
Say Michael Bob. 8:45 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Oh, let's see now. How about help me figure this out? We've got beer, booze, and wings.
Yeah.
Wonder what we'll be doing there. Well, it's Saturday, October 10th at the beautiful Rathskeller Beer Garden, and tickets are going fast, and it's going to be limited capacity. So if you're interested in hanging out, you just go to Q95.com for, once again, beer, booze, wings, and you'll find the details, once again, at Q95.com. Christy has a quick forecast.
Brought to you by CarX. Rain today. Look for a high. Well, we're dropping temperatures, actually. Sunshine 64 tomorrow, 58.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see. I look around the room. There's Chick. There's Josh. I'm Tom. That's Willie. Patty G's in the next room. Are we going to do a Pat Godwin challenge, though?
Yeah, already.
We've never done a late show challenge.
Oh, we did it one time. Yeah.
How did it go?
It was a C.
Okay, across the way, at the Omaha Steaks Joke of the Day desk, it's Ace Cosby.
Howdy, bud.
Now sponsored by Omaha Steaks. They've got a very special Bob and Tom Show offer right now. Check it out by going to omahasteaks.com. Enter the code BTS. You'll see what I'm talking about. Now, in the meantime, we go back to the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. With
Wait a second. What? That's right. That's Bigfoot. That means we have a Bigfoot update. We were discussing the Sasquatch, of course.
Yes, we were.
And whether or not the famous Patterson-Gimlin footage. That's
one of the...
Patterson
right up there with Abraham Zapruder.
That's exactly right, yeah. Whether or not it was a male Bigfoot or a female. Well, Scott writes in, says the famous video, the Patterson-Gimlin.
Yes.
From a few decades ago, was a female. Her breasts are clearly visible. Many suggest this is evidence of a real creature, given that a hoaxer would probably not be that subtle.
Oh.
So you mean make that male versus female decision?
Yeah, I mean, go ahead and give it the breasts. Wow, how about that?
Weak. Weak case.
How do you feel about that, there, Bigfoot? Oh, he doesn't like it.
That's actual audio.
So if you were involved in a debate with a Bigfooter, you'd go weak, real weak. That would be your retort?
I don't know. Maybe a little, where are the dead ones? If there's real ones.
We don't know the decomposition rate.
Yeah, we don't.
You ever been through the woods? You ever seen a dead bear? You ever seen a dead anything in the woods?
I haven't.
You're right.
I have, as a matter of fact.
I have, yeah.
I've seen a dead deer many
Squirrels. Well, it probably just died.
Okay.
Maybe the coyotes feed on them. You don't know.
Okay, good. All right.
Maybe they just go up in a mist when they die.
Maybe they're aliens.
Right. We don't know about the molecular construction.
Oh, really?
Speaking of breasts.
You're going to go biology on me here?
That's right. Science.
Science.
Speaking of breasts, nutrition experts have cautioned against bodybuilders drinking human breast milk after workouts.
Hammers.
Oh, really?
Ryan St. Pierre, a sports dietitian with Precision Nutrition, explained that some bodybuilders consume breast milk because it's considered incredibly calorie and nutrient dense. But he says there is no evidence to support breast milk as a builder of muscle in adults. Dietitian Mark Halprin warned that diseases like HIV can be transmitted through breast milk.
The HIV?
A study.
Why don't you just chill for a minute, okay? We know you've been gone for a week. Don't jump on every sentence.
The fin?
Could we move on?
A study conducted by Nationwide Children's Hospital also found that 75% of breast milk samples had disease-causing bacteria and viruses in it, including fecal contamination and salmonella.
How?
St. Pierre said,
jackpot.
Breast milk is just not worth the hassle, risk, or money.
So were they selling this at gyms as like an underground?
Probably not at gyms, but you could probably find it underground, like online, yeah.
But I bet there were people at the gym. Hey man, I got some breast milk.
Opens his trench coat, he's got a bunch of breast milk pouches in there.
Well, because that stuff legitimately goes for huge money for its actual purpose.
Oh, really?
Feeding babies, absolutely.
Gotcha.
And breast pumping is a real task. Ladies who have done it know. So yeah,
Well,
but
only
it's,
the mechanical. Don't they have electronic? Don't they have electric with a little motor?
yeah, but it's
Yeah, but
it
it's
takes,
still-
it takes a lot of time and
It's not comfortable.
Well, everything takes time, Tom.
Yeah, good things come to those who wait.
That's right.
it doesn't just come in jugs.
It doesn't?
Oh, wait a minute.
Well, what does it come in?
That just slipped right out. No, what am I saying?
It comes out of jugs.
I'm talking to two morons that believe in Bigfoot.
I didn't say I believe in Bigfoot.
He's out there.
I'd say nothing.
Okay, back to you, Christy.
Aliens is what I believe in.
A Kentucky woman is sending out what she calls an urgent plea after a box containing her mother's cremated remains went missing when she mailed it to her sister in Florida.
What do you mean, who cares? It's her mother's ashes, you
Her mom doesn't
jackass.
care, I can tell you that.
Her mom finally gets some peace, probably, right?
On September 9th, Amy Redford of LaGrange, Kentucky, sent the box via the U.S. Postal Service.
Apparently, every sentence you say, Josh is going to, quote unquote,
he has been
riff.
He had a week off.
Can you tell that I've been sitting here?
Yes, I haven't spoken to anyone in 7 days.
Okay,
Getting it all in.
So the lady, she sends her mother's.
She sent the box via the U.S. Postal Service to what she thought was her sister's address in Jacksonville, Florida.
I'm going to Jackson.
The Florida Times-Union reported, quote, the box, which bore a bright red label saying cremated remains, was delivered the next day, but her sister had moved. Oh, nice that they're close. The post office is investigating.
He thinks you'd know that.
Yeah.
So the ashes are just out there somewhere.
Yeah. You would think.
Check the dead letter office.
So your contention is when people die, all their mail goes to the dead letter.
That's right.
Not my contention.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to think of something stupid to say other than
I enjoyed that.
Enjoyed that very much.
You say LaGrange, I say
Okay. Now, are we going to? What's the name of this game, Willie? I got to print this thing out.
It's a game. We started it last week, Josh. It went kind of okay.
Kind of okay is yes.
It's been kind of fun, right? It's called Cold Read Karaoke. I read a little song. Pat does not see the lyrics. I give him the lyrics for the first time. He sings the song.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah, it's great.
So it's cold read karaoke.
Yes.
Okay.
And we've discussed the name every single day. He
I'm
still
not
can't
really
get it.
the,
It's not a game. It's a
I'm
bit.
not hearing the D in cold. Could you say cold read?
Cold read karaoke.
There we go.
Could you say cram it?
Oh, yeah, I got the M really nice and strong that time. Yeah.
Okay, now for this one, have you explained? So
I've explained to Pat.
Pat just knows what song it's going to be.
The melody.
But I'm getting a music bed. I'm not playing it.
Okay,
apparently.
all right. Now,
He's getting a backing track.
Okay, it's go grab it off the printer.
So
And you have not seen the lyrics.
He's just singing. He's not playing it.
Has it been brought up that Tom's son is also a puppeteer? We know that Tom treats us all as puppets.
No, but this is interesting that Willie's taking up the mantle.
Yes, Willie, apparently the apple does not fall far from the tree. He is just forcing Pat to be a toy here. You're a prop.
Your hand right up his ass.
Watch your wallet, Willie.
Work his mouth. Watch your wallet.
Watch your wallet. Jeez.
Well done.
You know, I apparently have been given the music. Is this the thing in brown over here, Dean? Okay.
Fitting.
And now you hit the button when you want it to play.
For the sake of,
Do I know what's the intro like? It's a.
Do you want to hear the intro real quick?
No, let's just wing it.
Well, okay. I mean, because you know where
That's
to come.
the whole.
You know where to come in.
I got a good.
So now we got the rehearsal.
I can
Is that
point.
what we're
I'll
doing?
point you in, Pat.
no rehearsal.
Now,
just really point.
All I'll say is that the background on this is that Pat has moved to an apartment complex in the so-called herpes triangle. It's features a lot of young single gals,
hot
and guys, a lot of hot women,
Single moms.
And Pat being so
starting
horny.
over.
I'm so horny.
Yeah.
And Pat fits right in.
I'm a little older than all of them, but you know.
Yeah,
all right.
and Pat likes to hang out at the pool. Sometimes,
I do.
Sometimes with his son Jimmy.
Yes.
In my Speedo.
And Pat's in his Speedo. Now this, I have not seen these lyrics either. So let's just go, Pat. Here it comes.
There we go.
All right, here we go.
Ooh, I'm headed to the pool and looking cool. Checking out the babes. I'm Grandpa Joe. Help me with my SPF. Get my neck. All the chicks creeped out from Grandpa Joe. All the girls are done in the sun. Yeah, they laugh and scuff. Grandpa doesn't care. Getting a raise with my t-shirt off. Grand. Woo! Grandpa Joe. Grandpa Joe.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
The ladies call you Grandpa Joe.
That's my nickname. Hey, it's Grandpa Joe.
They call him Grandpa Joe.
And you had just been handed those lyrics by Willie and had not seen them before.
Nope.
Wow.
Very nice.
That's
Very
what it
nice,
sounded
Pat.
like.
The phrasing was a bit weird in the middle.
Oh, that's great.
That's the idea.
It is a fun game.
Cold read karaoke.
Very nice.
That was easier on me because I didn't have to play it.
Well done, fellas.
Coming up, we have a little music from Haywood Banks. I could use a teaser from you, Christy Lee.
We have wild turkeys in the news. We have beavers in the news. Qantas Airlines, Today in History, and Reno Collier all coming up.
Well,
Renee.
In case you haven't heard, he's
Renee
he now wants to be called Renee Collier.
All right. I see.
God, Reno, I'm so sorry. I'll hear about this.
I don't have a problem with that.
Hey,
Whatever.
Let him live his life.
Be what you want to be. You might want to take the
what
beard
you
off. I'm just saying. But hey, that's okay, too.
Yep.
Sure, yeah.
I don't. Well, all of this when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, that's Greg Warren, and I am Mark Allison. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Don't forget, just keep it tuned right here. Coming up, it's the laughter after the Bob and Tom Show. We call it Bob and Tom's Work Farce, all the fun without really that much effort. Ace Cosby, your host. Keep your smile going all day and keep your coworkers guessing what's making you so happy. It's us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. More of the show on the way.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. President Donald Trump is pushing for quick confirmation of his Supreme Court nominee, Amy Coney Barrett, while his Democratic rival Joe Biden imploring the Senate to delay voting until after the November 3rd election. A federal judge Sunday postponed a Trump administration order that would have banned the popular video sharing app TikTok from the U.S. smartphone app stores around midnight. A more comprehensive ban remains scheduled for November, about a week after the presidential election. The ruling followed an emergency hearing Sunday morning in which lawyers for TikTok argued the administration's App Store ban would infringe on First Amendment rights and do irreparable harm to the business. And authorities in North Carolina report one person wounded in a shooting at a Halloween haunted house attraction. Investigators arrested 5 juveniles and seized 3 guns after responding to a report of shots fired at the Reaper's Realm haunted house in China Grove. The fights broke out among a crowd of about 1,000 people at the attraction, a scene the sheriff's office described as chaotic. One person was treated at a hospital for a gunshot wound. The person, by the way, has since been released. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
You leave the stove on?
I have in the past.
You cook?
Yeah. I set the smoke alarm off last night cooking, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not really good at that.
What were you making, Patrick?
Believe it or not, ramen, but there was something on the grill. And
I don't know what has to happen before this guy is institutionalized or he has a caretaker, but we're very, very close.
Just use the microwave.
Ramen.
He's out of his mind.
Put the water in the microwave.
Yes.
Do it that way.
Does that work?
Yes. Just do that way. That way is going to be your way.
It's much easier.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
You know, my ex-girlfriend said I couldn't focus on our relationship, and I probably had some form of attention deficit disorder. We're no longer together, but I finally got around to writing her a love song.
Oh, really?
love you, baby, and I always will. I want you for the rest of my... Man, that girl's hot. Life. My heart is pounding. Time stands still. Hey, look, a quarter. Together we'll be man and wife. For better or worse, through thick and thin. When I met you, baby, my life did begin. I want you for the rest of my life. We'll have today and tomorrow too. 'Cause Bob, do I owe you $50?
Absolutely.
I'll get it to you after the show. Okay? Because I love you.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Our guest is comedian Tim Northern.
Good morning.
Fresh off of a Star Search.
I'm the product of a biracial marriage. My father was African American and my mother was black.
Wow.
I found out my grandfather was colored. So.
There's been so many different names. Oh, my God. Oh, my.
Hi. 901 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
And Josh is back, and the action is back.
That's right, at FanDuel Sportsbook. Man, they're throwing gas on the barn burner tonight. Kansas City at Baltimore, a $10 risk-free same-game parlay. Yes, you can combine multiple bets into a single parlay. When all the legs of your parlay hit, you win even more than if you bet separately. And if you don't win, FanDuel refunds your bet up to $10 in site credit. So go big.
Yeah.
Go to FanDuel Sportsbook, make your same game parlay or any fun bet. You can do whatever you want. It's great. On tonight's Kansas City versus Baltimore game, if you're new to FanDuel, download the app. Be sure to sign up with promo code WFBQ. And they'll know that we sent you. That's WFBQ. You must be 21 and older and present in Indiana. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. FanDuel Sportsbook.
And don't get intimidated. There's a bunch of very simple bets. You know, the ones where you go, they're going to win. Check it out at FanDuel. Christy's got a quick forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Rain today, dropping steady temperatures. We have rain in 58.
Rain in 58, thank you. Now, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. With Ace, Chick, Josh, I'm Tom, that's Willie. Pat's in the next room. Christy Lee is at her desk, the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk.
Yes, sir.
And coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Reno Collier in about 15 minutes. But right now, what have we missed in the news, Christy?
Qantas Airlines is selling its beverage carts. Qantas is now offering 1,000 fully stocked 747 galley carts that include items like champagne, mini alcohol bottles, pajamas, airline-exclusive first-class throw blankets, and more.
That's kind of fun, isn't it?
The carts have been removed from the airline's recently retired 747 aircraft. Qantas executive manager of product and service, Phil Capps, said, quote, "These pre-loved carts served Qantas and our customers well during their world travels, with each one averaging around 2,000 flights. Half-bar carts will cost about $700, including delivery, while a small number of the full-size carts will be available for just over $1,000.
$1,000?
Yeah. Well, it comes with all the alcohol in it.
Oh, okay,
That's
yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah, these are those narrow carts that they...
Yeah, galley carts.
I can see people just having them as a side bar.
Yeah, a sidebar on them. Yeah, you can make a bar out of them easy.
Run over your guests' feet.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they feel like...
Hit them in the side of the knee with it.
You get one of those right in the knee. Little bottles of courage.
I'll tell you what, I've never seen a flight attendant spill anything. And I think that's amazing. I mean, my gosh, how do they not spill all the time?
That's a good point.
My daughter could come over and throw some coffee on your lap if you'd like.
She's a flight attendant.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, why not?
Sky Hag, is she?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Remember when Chick was the
gargoyle of the
biggest?
I stand by that.
Anti-flight.
I stand by it.
And then his daughter became one and broke his heart.
I said not all of them are like that, but most of them are.
Yeah, of course.
Sit down right now.
I could never do that job. It's so tough.
Sit down.
It's very important work, you jackass. They're trained what to do in an emergency.
I don't know how they do it.
Yeah,
Me either.
those carts would be
Welcome to the
kind of weird to have, I guess.
That'd be kind of cool. You could store a lot of stuff in them. They've got a lot of storage, a lot of drawer space, and they're narrow, so they'd fit, in a
And
cool
those
place.
biscotti cookies, huh?
Oh. Drink enough booze so you feel like you're actually traveling. Have one of your friends not shower so you can pretend you're sitting next to the guy with BOs. It shouldn't be in a plane
Shoes
without
off.
showering.
Now, this is Qantas? Is that?
Yes.
I thought, were they bought out by, Tom, were they bought out by Aer Lingus?
No, that was Continental.
That was a cunning move that they tried to pull off.
Continental moved with
Continental.
Yeah, it was Continental.
Yeah, they're now Continental.
Okay, so it's not Qantas Lingus.
No.
No, that's a little like a physics problem.
That's not even a thing.
I just wanted to.
I'm sorry.
Residents in Surrey, Canada are complaining that the city's not doing enough to stop a beaver from terrorizing their neighborhood. The beaver has felled several trees over the years, and most recently, one crashed through a woman's roof Wednesday. Residents of the area said they would like the beaver to be relocated or at least top the trees so they would not reach any homes if they fall.
Are we out of bullets?
They claim the city has nixed both ideas.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did that tree catch you?
Okay, here's
Neil
a picture.
Avon.
Look at this. There's a picture of this thing.
So sorry.
It's knocked over a huge fence and hit this lady's house.
Neil Avon, the Surrey's manager of parks, advised residents to contact the city if they see damaged trees so that arborists can assess the situation and take necessary steps to mitigate the concern. Yeah, why can't they just move the beaver?
What's arborist? Is that some sort of tree
doctors.
Tree doctors.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Wouldn't you know that the beaver is, they know it's there. Would it be a big surprise? How long does it take a beaver to fall a tree? Just like less than a day?
I love this joke.
I don't know how long.
7 weeks. No, that's not.
Do they ever miscalculate and have them fall the other way?
I don't know. I don't know that much about beavers, but Pat Godwin does. In
I
fact,
certainly do.
He's got a song.
I went to a place that served exotic dishes like elk and wild boar. Wait a second.
A little behind the scenes, Josh took his headphones off. Well, you're on fire today, Josh.
All right, here we go. All right. Take two. I went to a place that served exotic dishes like elk and wild boar. I heard it was delicious, but one thing I ate made me sick. It's so sad to see. Good beaver gone bad. Oh, it was tough and dry. I took a whiff and almost fainted. The pink, it turned brown, and it tasted kind of tainted. You take your chances eating out. I should have had to try. A good beaver gone bad. You want it fresh. Don't let it spoil rotten. Or leave it hanging around where it's forgotten. You better eat it while it's hot, cause pretty soon it's not. Yeah, a good beaver goes bad. Sometimes a beaver makes that sound. Her love is dried up. It once was so delicious. She's cruel and she's cold now, vile and vicious. She was up to no good while she gnawed on the wood, yeah. A good beaver gone bad. Good beaver gone bad. A good beaver. Good beaver. Good beaver gone bad.
All right.
Thank you, Pat.
All right.
Excellent.
We got through that.
Now, let's go from beavers to turkeys. I know it's a little early in the season, but we got a violent turkey in the
Does
news
Chippy have a friend?
in Virginia.
A turkey.
A Virginia family's home was broken into last week by a wild turkey. Loudoun County Animal Services wrote about the incident on Facebook, saying the intruder, quote, was about 3 feet tall with shiny black feathers, scaly legs, and a yellow beak.
Oh, my gosh.
Sheriff's deputies and humane law enforcement officers were called to the home September 15th after the wild turkey barricaded itself in the family's bathroom. Officials said maybe he just wanted some privacy.
Yeah, hey. Got a magazine?
Well, I hope he wasn't looking for corn. That's the one place.
Officials said the rogue turkey was taken into custody, transported to, and released in the front yard.
Now, typically when a wild turkey is in news from the sheriff, it's a DUI.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is much more pleasant. Well, I thought since we're talking turkeys, obviously this is going to be an unusual Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
A lot.
What are you going to do?
Be very private.
A lot of traveling via car, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure if people can have their relatives over for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult.
Some relatives are now dead.
Oh, my God.
Well, the dead ones they're probably not going to have over, especially the story we had about the lady earlier whose cremated remains were lost in the mail. You know, Josh hasn't been able to speak to human beings for a week, and now he just can't stop himself. I thought we would feature a
little quiet mood music,
a Thanksgiving classic for those getting ready for their turkeys. This is one of the great songs from the genius of Haywood Banks.
Turkey bird, I live a turkey life. I got me 13 turkey kids and a little turkey wife. I get a lot of corn and wander around the pen. Have a drink of water, then I have some corn again. A feather sticking out, a pecking on the ground. Come on, check me out. I'm strutting all around. Dangly noodle hang thing, growing up my face. Looking good, only thing to say is whoop. My big brother Jake, he always was the smarty. He heard that November ends, we're going to a party. Going to a party, I'll be the guest of honor, where they will present to me a red pop up their mom. Had a little dream, all the good china. You know I like cranberries. Lighting the candles. Pass me the rutabaga. Any corn left? Getting kind of sleepy. You ate too much? Boy, I'm stuffed. I am a turkey bird. I live a turkey life. I got me 13 turkey kids and a little turkey wife.
The genius of Haywood Banks and the classic about the turkey bird. We'll be hearing that a lot. And there's a beautiful video of that.
Oh, yes.
Out there in the world of Bob and Tom.
Oh, my nieces love that.
Yeah. Now, I'm looking at this Qantas airline bar cart thing you can buy.
Galley cart, yeah.
Yeah, it comes with, the half bar comes with 40 mini bottles of white wine, 40 mini bottles of red, and a bottle of champagne from the business class cellar. So it's got a special blanket, so you can
some
take
PJs, I heard.
Yeah, some pajamas. But to make this totally realistic, if you buy this bar cart, it's from a retired 747.
Yes.
For total realism in the photograph, they have it parked and jammed in front of the bathroom. So,
yes.
So if you have to go, you can't actually get in. You know something? Joshy here has been doing a lot of home remodeling, and you want to use the pros, and that's where the Home Depot comes in. If you are a pro, guess what? The Home Depot's got some great stuff for you. Hire a professional who uses the Home Depot's pro services so you get the job done right. You can't do everything. You know, sometimes you got to use the pros.
Well, Chick and I were discussing we're going to get a wet saw, and he and I are going to cut some tile for my new backsplash.
I don't think that's a good idea.
We're going to sit.
No,
we got the wet saw all set up in my living room.
Really?
Talk about events of the day while I'm going to saw some time.
You're saying we should go with a professional.
Well, I'm saying as you nip off the tip of your finger, perhaps maybe going with a professional is the way to go. And if you are a professional and want to help the likes of Josh, Home Depot's got some very special stuff right now. For example, they've got innovative products and more ways for you as a pro to find them in the store and online, including a incredible, I think it's the future. You take a picture of the tool, walk into Home Depot, and it'll find it for you. Unbelievable.
That is unbelievable.
It's at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. And if you're a pro, find out about all the special stuff that they've got for you so you can help out the likes of Josh with his new splashback
Backsplash. Yeah.
There you go. Thank you very much.
Subway
Josh.
tile.
Check out the Home Depot once again. How doers get more done. Coming up, comedian Reno Collier will be joining us, and we'll also be learning a little bit about history. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Bob and Tom have a YouTube channel. That's right. You can subscribe now at no cost to the Bob and Tom Show YouTube channel. Join over 100,000 other Bob and Tom fans from around the world who have clicked that subscribe button, and you can kick back and be watching Bob and Tom Tonight, Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. The Bob and Tom archives, all the highlights, all right there on Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. Check it out today. Won't cost you a thing.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Taylor Swift has beat Whitney Houston as the woman with the most cumulative weeks at number 1 on the Billboard 200 album chart. Swift's Folklore album returns to the top spot this week after moving another 84,000 units. That gives her 47 cumulative weeks in the number 1 slot, beating Houston's 46. The act with the most cumulative weeks at number 1 would be the Beatles with 132. Elvis has the most for a male act and for a solo act with 67. Carrie Underwood will look on her My Gift album, not only as her holiday album, but her pandemic album. She says her writing sessions with collaborators on Zoom were tough because if there was even a half-second delay, it was difficult to sing along with anything. Her duet with John Legend on a song called Hallelujah was all done via email. My Gift is out now. And a film about singer Shane MacGowan of the Pogues is won a prize at Spain's San Sebastian International Film Festival. The documentary Crock of Gold, A Few Rounds with Shane MacGowan, took the special jury prize. Johnny Depp, who's been friends with MacGowan for decades, produced the film. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
My dad did not give me the talk about the birds and the bees. No, I think my older brother kind of took care of that job for me.
Gotcha.
Did anyone else think it was, urine? I always thought you
I did when I.
Yeah, you peed inside the girl. That's what I thought.
Why don't we move on?
I did.
I think we all yes. Everybody did. Ace did. I did.
Sure, yeah. I thought you did your
This is not really helping.
What the hell's this stuff?
This is great shit.
What the hell is this stuff?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Anybody on the radio that sings like this needs to cut Bob Dylan a check. I don't care if it's folk or rock or rap or pop or tech. No matter if you are a genius like him or just some three-chord hack. If you're singing like your voice is sore, better cut Bob Dylan a check. And it's 40 for a 60 for a then is 103. These prices don't include polyps or setup and mechanical fees. The only caveat is the Nashville skyline, which we'll throw in for free. Cause no one ever picked up on that except for Dudley Do-Right and Pee-wee. Mr. Springsteen, Mr. Petty, Mr. Knopfler, Miss Etheridge and Sheryl Crow. How about you crack that checkbook and send old Bob some dough? Now, Jake, that's his old Bob's son, so I guess he can pass. But every now and then when you go home, would it kill you to cut some grass? It's 40 for a 60 for a and it's 103. These prices do not include polyps, a setup and mechanical fees. The only caveat is the Nashville skyline, which we'll throw in for free. Cause no one ever picked up on that except for Dudley Do-Right and Pee-wee. When you sing, if you sound like you got mumps or laryngitis, vocal polyps or tonsillitis, ate a pound of cheese or smoker's hack, choked by a rope or aspirated a yak, center stage at the arena, a park bench busker man, paid you the odor of Robert Zimmerman, 'cause you know deep down in your clothes, if there's music coming out of your nose, gotta cut Bob Dylan a check.
Wow, the times.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24.
You know, he won't stop talking off the air either. 9:20 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
And then I saw a waterfall.
Yeah.
Christy Lee's got the weather forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Rain today, dropping temperatures, partly cloudy tonight, low 47, and then a pretty day tomorrow with sunshine and 64. It's raining and 58.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. Coming up this fall, that's right, October 10th, as a matter of fact, Saturday, the Rathskeller downtown. The Beer Garden is the place for beer, booze, and wings. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. The big room now, densely populated with Ace Cosby, our engineer. The Omaha Steaks joke of the day emerges from Ace's lips.
You're welcome.
Oh, they are nice.
Oh, my God. That sounds disgusting.
Comes out of his tongue, through his teeth.
Yikes.
Out of his tongue?
Through his teeth.
Well, his tongue
come out of his tongue?
Out of his throat.
The biggest flapping tongue in this building is Josh Arnold. He's been on vacation for a week. He went by himself to a cabin in the woods. Can't stop talking.
Well, I'm excited to be here and see you guys. And,
We're excited to have you back.
Yeah, thank you very much.
There's Christy over there. I'm Tom. That's Willie. And we have Mr. Pat Godwin. Just did a nice song for us. Thank you, Pat.
Thank you for
and
having
we're joined by a person I inadvertently called Renee Collier.
No, I did.
Okay.
I'll take the hit.
Renee?
Sorry, Reno. That was me.
And I said that would be okay. Were you to become a woman...
Or French.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There
you
you
can.
go.
Celine
Like
Dion's
Descartes.
husband was Renee.
Yes.
That's very
Renee
good.
Collier.
I'll use whatever bathroom I want to, people.
There you go. If you do become a woman, I would suggest, but you don't have to get rid of the beard. Maybe that would be your thing. The bearded lady comedian.
Yeah, I could use the money.
Okay. Well, now.
Are the carnivals still open?
No. Yeah, that's the problem. I think the freak shows have also been shut down, unfortunately.
Oh,
hey, I got a Bigfoot thing. You guys were talking about whether you believe in it or not. We were doing an episode on History Channel of Only in America that Joe Cable Guy had. And in the middle of the night at 2:00 in the morning in Kentucky, we went with these Bigfoot searching people. There was like a principal and a lawyer. They weren't freaks. They were like normal type people, right?
Sure, yeah. They believe in science and such, yeah.
Yeah, science, save it. And so they have the fires and everything. They have the fires and they're beating sticks on the side of the tree and
knocking. It's how Sasquatches communicate.
Yeah. I was being a jerk. I'm just standing there eating beef jerky. Like, you think you're going to find it? Anyway. So they're trying to get the Bigfoot to come out. It's the middle of the night. They have infrared things and they're filming all of it. And I wasn't in the segment, so I was bored and had to be there at 2 a.m. So I watch them go up the side of the mountain, right? And you can see the lights and everything. So I wait till they get way up there and I hide in the woods down in the holler in between these mountains. And I'm like... And I make this sound, right? Then you see lights just flying everywhere. They're taking off running. They're going different directions. And they had all the recording equipment. They come back down. They're like, oh, my God, we finally got it. We have audio of Bigfoot. They sent the recording of me to Texas A&M. It came back. The results were 99% not human, 15% probably a large dog, 85% unexplainable.
Wow.
Yeah.
That tells you something, doesn't it?
Yeah, it tells you that science needs a lot more work.
I never cared for you, Reno.
Or there's something seriously wrong with Reno. He's not human.
Yeah.
Let's focus on that.
Dude, the Bigfoot people came unglued on me. They were sending me emails like, you think you can destroy what I've spent my life doing? Like, they were furious.
They should have been furious.
Well, whatever.
Whatever.
It's awkward. So how did Larry the Cable Guy feel about that?
Well, I didn't tell him until a couple days later, and because I was like, maybe I messed up. I used to drink a lot, Tom. It was a TV show that my name wasn't on it. But then he went and told a story to somebody on an interview show or whatever, and that's how the Bigfoot people found out it was me. And whatever. They're serious, man. They don't mess around, and I think they talk to each other like off the computer and then get on it and fire off and attack.
That's important work.
You know? Is it really?
Oh,
yes, it is.
Keeps them. I guess
how sensitive everybody is. Don't make fun of the Bigfoot.
I think it keeps
science. Everything's okay. There's always room for love in the world of Bigfoot.
That's exactly right.
Well, guys,
stupid.
Now is it time for our history lesson, Christy? Did you have a couple?
Sure.
Did you have a couple other stories?
Yeah, human. I do have a couple
Wait a minute.
stories.
You got another one? Okay.
Human footprints that have been discovered in Saudi Arabia may be 120,000 years old. So I guess this is kind of history. Archaeologists exploring the Nafud Desert spotted the footprints in the sediment.
Oh, you know that's Nafud is where they get no lunch.
Hey, when you're in the food desert, no lunch in the food.
No beverage,
no dinner either.
You get no food and
It might be Nafud.
no beverage.
Oh, I hope it's Nafud.
Oh, please.
In the foot.
In the foot.
Tell you what, she was loving it till I went into fun.
Hey, real quick, sorry, this could be kind of weird. Who's your favorite cartoon character? It's not Bugs Bunny. It's not
Daffy Duck.
No, it's
Mr. Magoo.
It's
Fudd.
It's Elma Fudd. Was the joke I was going for.
Oh, of course. I thought you were seriously asking.
Archaeologists exploring the Nafud, whatever, desert, spotted footprints in the sediment of an ancient lake bed while examining 376 prints left by giant extinct elephants, camels, buffalo, and the predecessors of modern horses. An analysis published in the journal Science Advances claims that the 7 footprints were created by modern humans between 112,000 and 121,000 years ago.
Wow.
If confirmed, the footprints would be the oldest evidence of Homo sapiens ever found on the Arabian Peninsula.
I bet they were running.
Yeah. I bet they were too.
Yeah, from elephants and camels.
If they're
and
giant elephants.
Dinosaurs. They outrun the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So how would that happen? So it would be sort of like a muddy day or something, and then all the footprints of the various critters are there, and then something happens that makes them eternally there for all time.
I guess.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I
it
am
is.
not a geologist, but I could look into that for
But there
you.
were no Bigfoot footprints, huh?
Well, not in that area of the world. Come on.
Certainly not. They're not
Well, there were
everywhere.
big footprints.
Everybody
but
knows
not.
they're only in Kentucky.
Okay. I thought you said they were in the Northwest.
Primarily in the Pacific Northwest, sure, yeah, Oregon and whatnot, but occasionally in Kentucky. And
I was reading about this, actually, and one of the sets of footprints, they knew that it was a human because it looked like it was skipping.
Ah.
So it must have been a really nice day.
Oh, how about that?
Hey, Grog. Hey, Borg.
Yeah.
I'm not just going to walk. I'm going to skip.
When was the last time you skipped?
Yeah.
What person skips?
You know
I
what?
don't even know if I remember
I don't
how
even
to
know if
I have to go to the grocery store today. I'm going to skip from my car to the entrance of the grocery store.
And then you're going to forget your face mask and skip back to your car.
Yeah, skip back.
Yeah.
Could you skip first? I want to
Renee
see when you skip.
Yeah, I'll skip for you.
I want to
Oh,
see.
Give it a skip.
He's
talking.
He's
skipping. Oh, look at the
that's
skipper
right.
himself.
Oh, yeah. Keep
not-
going. That's it. Keep going.
Close the door.
Keep going.
Somebody want to lock
Close the
that
door.
door?
We're enjoying this.
Oh, my God, he's coming back.
See, if you see people skipping, you're going to
My
laugh.
7-year-old skips all the time.
Well, she's 7.
No, but
That's what she's
there's a
supposed to
certain
do.
joy.
She's 7 and she runs your house.
Yes.
When someone skips, though,
she
that's the
skips.
best thing ever.
Right. That made me so happy. Thank you.
You know who's not happy? My ankles and knees. They are screaming.
Skipping is such a great thing.
It's a joyful thing.
You didn't see Mrs. Kennedy skipping.
Well,
no.
Mrs. Kennedy, hey, will you just walk, please?
Not now.
And go change your dress.
I don't know. I don't remember having the shrimp cocktail.
boy.
Oh, you want to play dirty? We'll play dirty, Daddy.
I'm sorry. Where were we? Okay, so human footprints. How old are they? They're like 100,000 plus years old?
112 to 121,000 years.
Sure they are.
That's kind of cool. kind of an interesting thing. Thank you very much.
Sure.
A bit of science.
Here's another thing that we have found recently. A pair of
another
Vermont divers have discovered 201-year-old paddle wheels off of a sunken steamship in Lake Champlain. Gary Fabre and his wife Ellen were exploring the lake on August 28th with a remotely operated vehicle when they found some wreckage off Colchester Shoal. And notified.
This is exciting.
You want to fill the next 10 minutes?
Why don't you guys?
It's not boring. It's exciting.
Why don't you guys like these shipwreck stories? We had one last week, and you
Because
poo-pooed
they're
it.
just laying there.
But they're being
Something's
discovered.
going to happen.
Chris Sabick, Director of Research and Archaeology, identified the wreckage as being a paddle wheel from a steamboat Phoenix, which caught fire and sank September 4th, 1819.
That's a showboat.
Is it attached to the boat still? They work a lot better when they're still attached to the boat.
That is true. That's
If
factual.
it's been there since 1819, I'm going to say no.
Now, isn't Champlain a sparkling wine?
Champagne is.
Champagne. What's champagne?
Champagne is.
Wasn't that a?
It's a fake bucket.
A less.
No, it was
less
like a
sparkly champagne, I think. You know,
Is that
for
like-
people that don't like the carbonation, I think.
What?
I think it's
that would be
cheap
wine.
sparkling wine.
What is cold duck? Is cold duck a champagne?
It's not, it's a sparkling.
Well, you got to grind
beverage.
the duck up. You got to puree the duck.
Oh,
okay. I'm sorry. Time now to explore today in
now
history.
it is that right?
Yes.
Time now for today in history.
Okay. Abrupt.
Is that it?
Yes.
I'm not ready for it. Do the.
He didn't have it pulled up.
Oh, I got it right here.
Time now for today.
Happy birthday to.
May I interrupt you real quick?
Yeah.
Champagne was a malt liquor.
Oh.
Yeah.
They still make it?
Let's see. I think it's kind of like a precursor. I don't know. Oh no, it says they are still made. Yes. Pink champagne, golden champagne, all and still extra dry, all in production today.
The Golden Champagne sounds like something from Bob's song about the Cleveland steamer. Do the golden champagne all over my face.
Hey!
Happy birthday, Confucius.
Oh, what does he say?
Confucius say, "Man who farteth in church."
End of the day, Christy.
Man who farteth in church sitteth on pew.
Oh, boy. That
Yes.
Confucius. Why was he Irish?
I don't know.
Howdy, to Confucius.
No, I know why he was Irish, because you can still get away with doing an Irish accent.
That's the only one I can do.
That's the only.
Pretty much it, yeah.
That's what we're left with.
Wow. Here we go. One of my favorites. The great Ed Sullivan, born in this date in 1901.
One of my favorites.
Well, I mean, if you're
Ed Sullivan.
Ed Sullivan, perhaps most famous for his introduction of the Beatles.
Sure.
Yeah,
he had the greatest.
He nailed that.
And he appears in Bye Bye Birdie. They do the tribute to Ed Sullivan, the great song with Paul Lind.
You have to stop at some point.
Well, it was the biggest television show in that era, wasn't it? I mean,
Yeah, it was the only sort of, the
60
variety show.
years ago.
Was Ed Sullivan specifically a host? Or
No, he was terrible. He was a,
He was
he was
newspaper
awful.
columnist that had absolutely
because he wasn't photogenic.
no television skills. It was great.
No charisma at all.
No, it was clunky. And
He looked horrible.
It was
yes.
perfect. So,
Very
and
strange.
it was great because a lot of impressionists, every impressionist for a while there did the Ed Sullivan impression.
Right.
The really big shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but in any event, he seriously, he was born in 1901, so he is what they call seriously dead.
Yeah, seriously.
Not just a little dead.
Very dead.
Really dead.
That's right.
Sincerely dead.
1934, it's happy birthday, Bridget Bardot.
Ooh la la.
That's a fan.
Mira Sorvino.
I bet she'd go out with
your
me
favorite chick. Mira Sorvino, born 1967.
Oh, she's one of my favorites.
What's her? Kate and Tilly? What's the name?
Romy and Michelle.
Romy and Michelle.
I love that movie.
Heidi Aphrodite.
Cute movie.
You sure
Oh,
it's not
she's
Kate and Tilly?
just awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. Now, in history,
Yes.
In 1066, William the Conqueror invaded England.
Willie Conks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Billy Conk. Billy Conk.
Billy Conk.
That'd be a good name for a rapper, Billy Conk.
Yeah.
Why do you always look at me like I'm some sort of expert in hip hop?
Well, you're the youngest.
Yeah, I guess.
That's his effort to being in the century, I think.
Here's an important one. On this date in 1918, Philadelphia had a parade.
Oh, boy.
Exposing thousands to the Spanish flu, killing many.
All right.
That sounds familiar.
Thank goodness we'll never have to live through anything like that.
I wonder what that must have been like. Wait a minute.
Because when you think of the Philadelphia super spreader, you don't think of the plague, you think of cream cheese.
Oh, man, that's so
Now,
good.
Pat, what were you telling me? Philadelphia cream cheese
From
is
northern New York, yeah.
It's not Philadelphia,
No, not at all.
Pennsylvania?
No.
Oh, boy.
Well, that's certainly a disappointment.
Jake, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, it's Pat Godwin's amazing life and exciting
Well, it's
adventures.
true. You can look at
He
it.
was there. he was there when they made cream cheese.
I was not the word dickhead.
Amazing.
Star Trek The Next Generation debuted in 1987.
Good show. Good show.
And in 1994, the 5,000th performance of Cats on Broadway. We're still trying to get the smell of that movie out of the 21st century.
I never saw it on stage. Anybody?
Not everything translates to movies. That's the mistake they often make with Broadway shows.
It's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no interest in seeing it.
Based on the poetry of T.S. Eliot, of all things.
Yeah.
His lighter stuff. You never saw a bunch of people dressed up like big pussycats doing the wasteland.
No. Boy, what a lit nerd joke.
April is the cruelest month. I'm going to sing about it now. In the room, the women come and go. Talking of Michelangelo.
That's very good.
You have a good memory.
Yeah, I struggled through a lot of that. Well, Reno, are you back up in business now? I know that you had a couple gigs get canceled from the corona. What's going on?
Yeah, we're Pat and I are actually going to be at Carnegie Hall.
Carnegie Hall.
How do you get
Practice.
Well, it's closed.
Well, that's a
They're just going to be standing
front
out
of
front,
it.
busking.
I'll do whatever it takes at this point.
Carnahan Hall in Lafayette, Indiana, this Friday and Saturday. New Boswell Tap Room in Richmond, Indiana.
Okay.
Lafayette and Richmond coming up with Pat Godwin and I.
What's the place called? What's the place called in Richmond?
The new Boswell Tap Room.
Oh, I thought you said something about nudity.
Oh, no, it's not the nude Boswell.
New.
New.
I wasn't aware of this.
Like new, brand
Get
new.
your mind out of the gutter.
No, I thought he said nude. Listen to the tape.
Naked.
Doing it nude.
First of all, there's no tape. Secondly,
There's no tape.
All right, nitpick. Okay, thanks, Reno.
Yes.
Love you guys. Have a great week.
too.
Friday, Reno.
Friday in Lafayette, Saturday in Richmond.
Sorry, I called you
Indiana.
Renee.
Okay. Now
I'm not.
we have
Just walk away.
we have a new new thing happening in the show. It's very exciting. The Ace Cosby Joke of the Day now has its own full-time position in the room. The Ace Cosby engineering desk over there is now the Ace Cosby Omaha Steaks Joke of the Day desk.
Ace's honor, I'm going to go dive in the freezer, get an Omaha steak, make it for dinner, and just sit there and realize Ace isn't here.
This is the time because you don't want to have you want to go out as little as you have to these days, especially now. Wave 2 apparently on the way. The Omaha Steakhouse experience delivers everything you need to enjoy the finest steakhouse dinner in the comfort of your own home. Iconic steaks, classic steaks, plus decadent desserts and more. Every order flash frozen, vacuum sealed, safely delivered in a cooler with dry ice. Those coolers are great. In fact, I was carting one around all summer.
Were you?
Yeah, I certainly was. Keep it in the car when it's hot. That way, whatever you get, you put the milk in there when you go to the grocery. But I'm talking mostly about steaks and the great steaks and the incredible burgers from Omaha Steaks. And right now, they've come up with a great idea for the fall because this is the best time to grill. You can get a gourmet assortment of Omaha Steaks best sellers with this exclusive Bob and Tom Show offer. You go to omahasteaks.com, enter the code BTS in the search bar. This week only, Omaha Steaks will add 2 pounds of premium ground beef free with your order. Oh, that's very, very good. The favorite, it's called the Butcher's Bestsellers Package. It includes the famous bacon-wrapped filet mignon. All these world-class steaks, burgers, chops, and more delivered safely to your door, backed by the unconditional 100% money-back guarantee from our friends at Omaha Steaks, so you can order with confidence. How do you do it? It's pretty simple. You go to omahasteaks.com, enter the letters BTS, like Bob Tom Show in the search bar, for exclusive offers not available anywhere else. Don't forget, when you order today, Omaha Steaks will add 2 pounds of premium ground beef for free. This week only. Remember they used to say that on those Earl Scheib commercials?
Yes.
This week only.
Yeah, $29.95.
We'll paint any Omaha steak. Wait a minute. No, I'm getting them confused. Oh. We're not going to paint your car. We're going to give you some delicious steaks. Don't forget, when you order today, Omaha Steaks will add 2 pounds of premium ground beef for free. omahasteaks.com. The code is BTS. That's omahasteaks.com, BTS. Enjoy family, enjoy friends, enjoy the best steak of your life from a great family-owned company for many, many generations. Omaha Steaks, they are the best. We're coming back with more stuff. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
More Bob and Tom next. Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hope you had a great weekend, and we're glad you're here with us on a Monday. Reno Collier coming up, zooming his way in from Nashville. And while you're at it, treat yourself to a VIP membership at bobandtom.com, including the live 7-camera video stream of the show. You get the Bob and Tom Show commercial free and on demand with our daily podcast, and the Bob and Tom archives and complete album library available for you right at your fingertips when you're a Bob and Tom VIP member. Costs a little extra, but it's worth it. Check it out now at Bob and Tom VIP Premium Service, bobandtom.com/VIP if you wanted to learn more.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. All the playoff matches in Major League Baseball have been set. The expanded 16-team field filled out on the final day of this pandemic-altered season. The Brewers have a playoff spot despite a losing record, and so does Houston. St. Louis Cardinals also advanced with a win. Best-of-3 wildcard round begins Tuesday. 4 American League games. In a marquee matchup, Shane Bieber of the Indians faces Garrett Cole of the Yankees. National League games start Wednesday. Brewers play at Dodger Stadium. There will be no fans permitted in ballparks for the opening round. NBA Eastern Conference Finals, your champion last night, Miami, beating Boston 125-113. That sets up this year's NBA in the Bubble championship between the Miami Heat and the Los Angeles Lakers. NFL teams winners yesterday: Pittsburgh, Tennessee, Chicago, Cleveland, New England, Buffalo, San Francisco, Indianapolis, Carolina, Tampa Bay, Detroit, Seattle, and Green Bay. And Cincinnati and Philadelphia go to a 23 overtime tie. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
My dad did not give me the talk about the birds and the bees. No, I think my older brother kind of took care of that job for me.
Gotcha.
Did anyone else think it was, urine? I always thought you.
I did when I.
Yeah, you peed inside the girl. That's what I thought.
Why don't we move on?
I did.
What? I think we all. Yes, everybody did. Ace did. I did.
Sure, yeah. I thought you did your
This is not really helping.
What the hell's this stuff?
This is great shit.
What the hell is this stuff?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Nick Griffin, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Come listen while I play a song about a babe who's always ready to dress up like a French maid. She loves the Super Bowl, but not the remote control. For her anniversary, she wants a fishing pole. She's the woman, she's the woman, she's the woman you're never gonna meet. She thinks your snoring is soothing. She loves that drool on your chin. And when she catches you with her best friend, she joins right in. She's never on your case. She gives you closet space. And when she takes her makeup off, you recognize her face. She says you're number one. She calls you honey bun. She loves to hear stories about other girls you've known. She's the woman. She's the woman. She's the woman. Don't hold your breath waiting for her. She loves to make you a sandwich. She brings you a Budweiser. And every 28 days, she gets even nicer. She fills you with desire. She sings in the choir. She calls your beer belly your power tire. She loves to make you dinner. She thinks that you're a winner. And when you're feeling down, she says, pull my finger. She's the woman. She's the woman. She's the woman who doesn't exist.
Very nice.
Bravo.
Both sides of the coin.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives. And it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, I heard you guys talking about that man with 13 inches of pork.
Yeah, 13 and a half.
Crazy. You guys know Jamie Vickers? You know, drummer for Velvet Donger?
No.
He was uncut, too, and he could hide just about anything.
Really? Did that affect the taste, Donnie? Jeff Rothband is our guest. Jeff is a fine comedian.
I actually had to do that once.
What?
Be a pallbearer. And that,
Oh, my
that's
God.
heavy.
Yes,
that's a
it's
heavy job.
Yeah, I actually had to go to a funeral, and I was asked to be a pallbearer, and I always a pallbearer.
46 on the nose at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Coming up, it's annual. Yep, that's right. The second annual. So I guess it's not like
coming up in August, right?
Not like Christmas or something.
What is
it? You're kind of used to.
This is big August event we're talking about?
No, it's October 15th, you jackass. No, it's October 10th. Now you're getting me.
For God's sake, people.
October 10th, Saturday, the Rathskeller, the Beer Garden. It's the Beer, Booze, and Wings Fest. Quick forecast, Christy.
Cloudy, rainy, temperatures dropping. We're at 57 degrees. Thank you, Car X-Men.
Thank you very much. Q95.com for info. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Happy to be here on this, the 28th of September, 2020. This is our spy music. Josh Arnold.
It's our spy music.
He's
Does it sound like a spy? Makes you think you're a spy?
Oh,
a week in a cabin in the woods, Josh.
Yeah.
Reach under that desk, you'll find a nice burlap sack of wet horse manure.
Oh, what? Oh, I put my hand right in it.
Just toss that right at Mr. McGee.
Hey, what did I do?
Tom, are you happy to see me? Are you happy to have me back?
Happy to have you back, Josh.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You know I love you.
Oh, that's so sweet, Josh. You're like the little brother I never had. That's why I get to beat
Why
you
don't
up
you tell
constantly.
him you love him?
I love you, Josh. You do such a nice job on the
Say
show.
it.
And,
Thank you. He said it.
And it's going to be really nice as you segue over to the sports desk.
What happened?
Chippy, I can't help but notice you're back.
He's not happy.
Yeah, he's
What was that?
bird's
What
upset.
was?
He's trying to be nice, Chippy.
Now, once again, for those of you just joining us, Josh is back after a week at a cabin on the halfway up a mountain. How far from the top of the mountain were you?
No, I was at the top of this one.
Oh, you were there at the Acme, the apex.
Yes,
the
the zenith. It did not get any higher where I was, but there were higher mountains around me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you?
That's something.
Walk down one and up another.
I did not.
So wait a minute. You were a cabin in the woods.
Yeah.
And there were mountains around you. Then.
Right.
Any trees or anything like that?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Man.
Really?
No kidding.
Trees, huh?
Wow.
Now, Josh, do they have the same sort of food and beverages available in the mountain?
Didn't you say you were a half an hour from civilization, the long windy road? And
Yep.
So no pizza.
No, didn't have any pizza, but I don't.
Did you get a chance
I
to
can
ski?
go a week.
Did you ski?
can go a week without pizza?
There? Did you ski?
Now,
did not
Pat, speaking of pizza, let's hear your song. Pat has a nice tribute to Josh.
Welcome back. You were camping in the woods alone. Welcome back to your seat here on the Bob and Tom Show.
Oh, thank you.
Did you leave your cabin all nice and clean? Or does the ceiling now have a gooey sheen? You saw bears and foxes. And left behind pizza boxes. Yeah, we're all getting fat. Won't you please do a scat? Welcome back.
Robert D. Herbal Zips and Bullseye. Rapper Flu and a boot. Happer too.
One more.
Hoppity, rapper
All right. We missed you, Josh.
I missed you guys.
Quick question. Did you ever find yourself talking out loud to yourself?
To birds. That's when I went, I've been out here too long. I came out and they were like, usually there was just one bird at a time on the bird feeder.
Sure.
Well, wait a minute. Hold it. Yeah. Okay.
Somebody write this down.
I walked outside and there were like 4.
Whoa!
On the and I went, oh my God, look at you guys. Wow. Just having at it all at once.
So you went days without speaking at all.
Yes. And I remember.
Not even nothing.
Exactly. And I remember thinking as I was talking, I go, oh, you got have at it. I go, boy, but there's plenty for all of you.
Go for it.
And then I went, that's the first time I've spoken in a long time, and I'm talking to these birds. I have to get off this mountain.
So they had bird feed there for you to keep the bird feeder full?
Yeah.
Oh, that was nice.
Very nice, yeah. Oh, they went, I saw all kinds of different birds. They were fascinating.
There were birds in the mountain.
What was your favorite one?
Oh, there was these pretty little.
They got a little lonely, the titmouse.
One in each hand.
Yeah, did you name them or anything?
We need to move on here.
Right.
It's time to review here.
Is that? Yes. Look at you getting out sort of on time. Time now for Things We Learned, brought to you by Grainger. Delivering the products to keep your facility running is what Grainger does best. They've been doing it for 90 years. Visit Grainger.com. Man, I'm a jerk. For whatever you need, whenever you need it. That's Grainger for the ones who get it done.
Chick McGee 5-0.
Yes, sir. 9-0 over the past 2 weeks. Woo!
That's great. Those,
Red hot.
Those Napa Auto Parts
Don't
shoe
touch
and
me.
picks.
I'll burn you. I'll burn you.
Oh, that's nice. Let's see. We had Chippy back.
Yes, we did.
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Chippy never went away, okay?
Well, I mean, Josh is back.
I never met you. No, I didn't say go away. No, Chippy!
Oh, he's out. He's out.
Josh saw flying squirrels.
Yes.
And we determined they don't actually fly up, they just kind of glide.
Sure.
It's more of a controlled fall, I think.
Okay. We all know that long hugger.
Oh, yeah.
The person comes up and or the person that they try to start a hug, so you put your hand out to stop them, and they grab your hand and pull you in.
They want to feel you. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
And then we mentioned that we're not going to use the nickname Three Mom Tom. We determined
We're not.
We're not.
You're not.
What is this thing? This one over here? Okay.
Suckers walk, money talks, but it can't touch my
Three Mom Tom. What can I
Do you, baby?
This could be the best morning of my life.
Three Mom Tom.
I
was told I couldn't do
hear
that.
it again.
If you understand existentialism, you understand that'll never play again.
That's right.
Chick's birthday's on Thanksgiving, and he wants a carrot cake.
I with two big dirty carrots sticking
And we
out
do
the
have
top.
cake. We do have cake tomorrow. I'm going to give you a little hint right now. Oh yes. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show, brought to you in part by Navy Federal Credit Union, proudly serving the armed forces, DoD, veterans, and their families. Our members are the mission, insured by NCUA. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, of course.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Of course, there's some super hot tattoos on chicks. I think them underboob tattoos are fire-ass hot.
Oh, yeah?
Unfortunately, I was with a chick that had an overboob tattoo. She didn't think it out good because at the time it looked like the golden arches at McDonald's. My cousin Heath told me she lost her house when she got sued for copyright infringement. I swear to God.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Thanks to Reno Collier and Brett Terhune for joining us here on a Monday. We look forward to catching up with Kostaki Economopoulos on Tuesday. He'll take a look at the NFL, and I'm guessing he'll have a thing or two to say about his Atlanta Falcons, who took it on the chin again, losing. They're 0-3 on the season. They've lost in back-to-back games by come-from-behind victories. First, the Cowboys. On Sunday, it was the Chicago Bears. Kostaki cannot be happy. We'll find out what sort of mental state he's in tomorrow right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.